podcasting about podcasting is a business. Part of the reason I do it is because of them.
Yeah, man, what's going down? It's your boy Big Ant, the spokesman. H-Town, Texas, we here.
I see a who's been silenced. I see a who's been put in line.
Right.
Mind you, Charlamagne might be this off the camera.
Right.
But we'll never know who that is.
Right.
So I don't have nothing to look forward to on camera.
I think Saucy can bench more than AJ. But I also think he can run faster than Lauren.
And of course, we got Facts, and a lot of people may have known his distinct voice, but we got Yo, Facts.
I thought it was a mop at first, nigga. That's a real danger.
Shit. I'm gonna show you what I've been working on.
Oh.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
The best Jay-Z interview we've gotten in a long time. If it's not the best ever.
What?
You only get the best version of Joe when he likes you. Do drugs. They have interventions with their family, their friends for years. What the was Nori supposed to do?
It's the fact that it's Akademiks. We know he's probably been bullied when he was younger.
The fact that we always speak from that perspective.
We always bring it back to
that.
I'm ready for the point in time where we are addressed formally. Because treating us like the Grim Reaper of the podcast.
That's fine. Because this is Menace material for a reason.
Yes. Yabba dabba do, people. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University podcast. The podcast where we talk about people more successful than us at what we do. I am classmate Tone Groove.
Jay Noblez.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
And let's get all the easy stuff out the way real quick. You know, make sure you follow us.
Make sure you follow us, do all those things because we got a legend in the building, man. Let's make it quick, man. We got a legend in the building.
His time is precious. He's on Central right now.
His time is precious. Our time is precious, man.
Yeah.
Man, introduce yourself for the people, man, please.
Yeah, man, what's going down? It's your boy Big Ant, the spokesman. H-Town, Texas, we here. You can pivot at all times, man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
H-Town in the building. God bless.
Hey, y'all call the niggas legends, man? What the
hell? We got Urban Politicians TV on the line right now. Big Ant, he's in here. We messed up with the East Coast and Central Coast time. Obviously, we don't travel enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, obviously, we don't go further down south than where we actually are.
Right.
Yeah, you well traveled, nigga.
How do y'all feel about North Carolina over there? Does that register as the South with y'all niggas?
Yeah, niggas that know their geography know.
Niggas with their compasses and their maps.
Some niggas ain't really hip to geography like that. Then you got some that know that North and South Carolina is the South most definitely in all the southern states. Right. We know the third, people that know where we at, the Gulf Coast, that's the third coast and things like that. So I'm hip.
You hip, yeah.
The rational
y'all geeky. That's y'all geeky too?
I'm not geeky. Geechee's more South Carolina.
Yeah. That's more Monk's Corner, Myrtle Beach area.
Okay.
It kind of broke my heart when Pimp C wasn't claiming us though.
Yeah, why he do that?
Man.
Why you think he'd say that?
Man, Pimp C gonna pop his mind and get how he feeling in that moment off, man. But he was talking about Atlanta, even though y'all fall under the Eastern thing too. But he was really just taking them little shots at Atlanta at the time because there was a few things going on that he wasn't too fond of. Niggas know. Bro. Y'all.
It was personal. He wasn't a fan of the culture down there.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
R.I.P. Pimp C, but
R.I.P. that legend.
Yeah.
But hey, man, we appreciate you calling in to Homeroom University. We just had the conversation last week. We've been having people call in that we fuck with their YouTube channels, and we also use their YouTube videos for our subject. So you've been on the show multiple times, just us introducing a topic. Let's watch a video. Yours be the top one. You know what I mean?
We need a thorough journalist to give us some good data and research.
Yeah, appreciate you for not copyrighting us too, man. For sure.
Yeah, not everybody's not everybody feels the same about that.
Some people
I use people's stuff, so it ain't even gonna be a thing with me. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I would think is if a nigga just reposting your stuff and not doing nothing with.
Yeah, with zero commentary, just literally a copy and paste.
Just profiting off your likeness.
And then, like I said, I can't tell nobody else how to run their business too, because some people feel like, man, I didn't put time, quality, spent money on this product, so I don't want y'all just using it for your own personal gain or just things like that. But yeah, I'm not one to just take somebody content and repost it and use it as my own and just throw some quick grab up so people come to it and it's somebody else stuff. I like to really do full breakdowns and conversations and bring perspective. I don't mind nobody my stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Right. Hey, so while we got you on here, let's just give a brief background for anybody who doesn't follow you or might not know exactly who you are, Urban Politicians TV. Give everybody a little background on what you have on your YouTube channel and what kind of content you make on a regular basis.
Nah, for sure, man. I do a little bit of it all, cover all like topics for the most part. Then did it all over the years. Came in 2017 doing the podcast only. Wasn't on YouTube. Was just going directly to podcasting. That was about September 2017. And the game was in a different space then. Like all the information wasn't out there yet. So we for like 5 months, probably to that next April, 2018 April. So I wasn't really on YouTube then. It was just we'll do the podcast. I get on, post it to my Instagram page. My Instagram page has like 1,000 followers. So then we'll just tell the people, hey man, y'all go listen to it on here. Probably getting like 20 listeners an episode, maybe if we was lucky. But
dead ass.
And I did. I had what y'all going on. I was doing what y'all doing right now too. I had certain little underground rappers calling in and just putting their phone to the speaker and interviewing them over the phone like that, like a radio station type vibe. I was doing that 2017. Then 2018, I just got into the news topics like March, April, May-ish. Been doing that ever since. I'm rapping hip hop first, black man first. I'm pushing black man first, rapping hip hop. That's the main two things. Then we come in with everything else that fall in line, anything that relate to the rap and hip hop, sports. I done talked about it all over the years.
Gotcha.
So you gonna get a little bit of all that with me, like what's going on in the media space, if it's trending or it's some basketball stuff, if it's some rap news. If it ain't too bad on the street side, if I think you can get work past, I come into it. I do cover rappers pass away and or when they do good stuff too. I post something for nigga giving back to his hood.
I was about to say Saucy giving out presents.
Yeah, niggas giving out presents. I cover racist police, racism and yeah, I'm everywhere, bro. I'm everywhere with it. So
you like CNN for niggas.
Exactly.
Hey, so
but hey, nigga, you'll see me out at a listening party vlogging. I do the football. I do it all. It's like everything don't get seen though, but I cover all the bases. Do a podcast every Monday.
Yeah, and y'all go live with that podcast too, right? Because I've tuned into a couple of them live.
Yeah. Been doing that podcast since like 2020 during the pandemic on the live. Because I started that one with my kinfolk and my two homies, my two cousins in 2017, and we stopped that one after about 4-5 months, and then I just kept YouTube shit, and then 2020 pandemic hit is when me and my boy, this on Studio 56 podcast, we started doing that. Eventually the homie came in, Twan. We do that every single Monday. We'll try to get it in between 8 to 9 to start, and then we just do that live stream because nigga don't be having time to really edit and do all that other stuff to make it.
No,
we just like, look, we doing it for the love. We just doing it just to keep it going. They enjoy it. I enjoy it. They've been dedicated. So now we trying to really turn it and make it into something. But we've been doing that like going on 3 years now.
Dope. Okay. Hey, real quick. Now, I heard you mention you'll cover street things depending on how deep it is. You have some sort of rule or
moral code?
Yeah, some sort of moral code. Yeah. How are you judging what you're going to cover in terms of that?
Certain things I stay out of because I know that it's nothing positive I can bring to it. I'm big on like making sure when I do this commentary, because I do full breakdowns on stuff and things. So I make sure like I can bring a positive perspective to it.
Full
like
perspective.
I don't be throw fire on fire. Like let me just throw it out there. Hey, y'all niggas dissing each other. Da da da. I done did a little bit of the little op stuff out of Chicago back in the game, like 2018, 2019 top stuff. I usually try to stay a little bit away from that, unless it's like, hey man, let's get past it. But if I know it's too far now, we cool. Certain things I do. When it comes to like the certain topics, if it's out there going around, I'll stay away from it unless the person involved responds to it.
Got you.
So if it's just a around, I'm not gonna really. I try to stay off of it unless it gets super duper big, or unless the person who it's about responds to it, and I'm like, that's giving them a fair shake. Like, hey, they clearing that like that. That's how I move with it. Morals and principles first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The righteous way.
So everybody got different morals and principles, though. So you know how I go.
I was just about to say. So how do you feel about like a DJ Akademiks or Trap Lord Ross approach to telling these stories, to where if it's hot, they're going to talk about it?
We different. You know what I'm saying? I was raised a certain way, and everybody ain't raised a certain way. Like me, where I'm from, how I came up, that type of stuff can't get out of pocket and out of line. I'm a black man. I'm from this shit, grew up around this shit. I'm never gonna get on here and make a documentary calling a man a serial killer who never went to prison for the murders.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We not doing that. We not laughing and joking about niggas dying. I ain't never made fun or a joke of a nigga going to jail, a nigga robbing nobody, a nigga getting killed, a nigga getting his chain took, a nigga getting beat on. I ain't never laughed and joked about none of that shit, because that's real life that I done seen niggas go through, that had people I care for go through. So, like I say, I be outside, hey, bro, like, it ain't even about how other people feel and what other people expect of me. It's about what I expect of myself. So certain things that other media platforms do, I'm never going to be a part of. It just ain't my thing. So I'm from this shit, bro. You know?
You're too close to it.
Yeah, it ain't even about being close. It's about, it ain't even about no shit. It's about being, nigga, we don't do that. Like black people, we wasn't raised to do shit like that, bro. We know that. We don't be digging, searching all up in people's shit, and then we mind our business. Now, if it's already trending in the news and it's everywhere,
Then
that's
you touch
different.
on
You know,
it.
The lid is already off of it.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna hear a rumor or hear something that's a speculation and then just like do this extravagant deep dive on something that could
Exactly. You're not.
A 30-minute sermon on allegations.
Like I didn't touch on gang stuff in the past, but it's like if I can't bring a perspective to it and telling the people how to move with it better for everybody can win, I'm really off of it. I ain't trying to deep dive and who gang banging on who beefing with who and da-da-da. I'm not a gang, so I don't need to be in all the politics like that. I'm not researching nigga killed this op and what date they slid on this. We know that ain't what's up with our people, bro. We black. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some new wave shit. That shit wasn't going on 5 years ago, nigga.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Said this shit just happened.
Niggas is grown. Huh?
You said this shit just happened.
On YouTube?
Yeah,
like,
on YouTube.
this shit was, like, that's new wave shit, bro. Like, that ain't shit that niggas ever just really did on no just let me do this shit for entertainment, clicks and views, and let's just mock and make videos about these niggas just like, hey nigga, let's kill and shoot and rob and document every live stream they had.
So
I get it, entertainment, it make money, but nah.
So how you feel about DJ Akademiks at this point in time?
I mean, it's things that he does do that I can and think. When he right, he right. And when I feel like he wrong, he wrong. Just a personal opinion. When he say something correctly, I'm gonna be like, okay, he right with that one. I get what he's saying. But when he doing something that's out of pocket, I say it's out of pocket.
Hey, do you get frustrated this is kind of a two-part. Do you notice a difference that the negativity when you do highlight that, or not highlight negativity, but cover the story essentially, but you can get 2 to 3 to 4 times as many clicks as if you were covering something positive? Does that frustrate you that that's how the internet pretty much moves and operates, or do you see that happening on even in your YouTube analytics and stuff?
Oh nah, for sure. It don't frustrate me no more because like I said, I've been doing it for 5 years consistently on YouTube. Every day I'm used to it. I know what to expect. The only thing that frustrates me is when I do cover stuff negative, people try to act like that's all that I do.
Right.
They don't.
They don't. Biggest clicks because it gets the biggest clicks.
Like they don't see the positive. They don't see when I go. I got over 200 different people I've interviewed. Over 200 different people, but people didn't see that. So when they come now, you've been watching me for 6 months, they think, oh, this all you about. They miss the 200 interviews in Houston. They miss me interviewing the real estate agents and not no scamming ones. You know what I'm saying?
Make that clear.
No disrespect to nobody, innocent until proven guilty, but real people who got the real shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Or the food truck owners, or the restaurant owners, or the clothing store owners. They miss that, so they don't see that, and they think that your story starts when they start watching. And it's like, nah, nigga, I've been all this. And then even now, when I'm doing the Houston food vlogs, that shit get 2,000 views. To take a nigga a whole day to go pull up and shoot. Nobody want to watch that, but then they come complain when the nigga go to do a video about some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
When you going to record a chalk line or something.
Yeah.
And I tell them niggas, hey, bro, go comment on them. Go turn my good videos up. Go turn up the Rasheen. Go turn up the Rasheen video out of Mississippi, bro, who they got sent back to his people in the box with no skin on his bone, just completely everything off his bones. They sent them back in the box. Go talk about the Breonna Taylor case I broke down. Go talk about me marching out here with George Floyd. This is all on the channel. You feel me? But they want to highlight what they want to focus on and make that your narrative. That's the only thing that upsets me. Not me not getting the views for it. Just me not being notarized as a person is trying to keep it positive too. You know what I'm saying?
And putting his boots on the ground too.
But it's also important to actively try to look for the good comments too. Because it's so easy to see a negative one, and it's like you just harp on that one negative one.
And to summarize it.
So you still got to like actively search for the good shit too.
Nah, facts. Cause and I focus on the love. Cause like when I go outside, I go to Walmart, I go to Walgreens, I'm shaking 3-4 people's hands. If I go to a club or a bar or
being Bucky's,
a lounge, people in there fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, big hey, what's up, man? So I know it's love. You know what I'm saying? I don't even get too harped on that.
True. Now, question. Now, this might be too loaded of a question to even answer on an interview like this. But what do you think it is that I wouldn't even say it's hip hop culture, but I would say it's like black people, black society that gravitates us towards degeneracy and that negative content and things of that nature. Because
in media,
you can, especially in because I mean, you can put only positive out, things that'll help the black community or black society out, but it will take you twice to 10 times, and it might not never work for you, like in terms of being able to make a career off of this, right? So what do you think is the issue, or why do you think black people are drawn towards that?
It ain't even black people, it's everybody's drawn to it. It's a stigma that's been placed on black people in America from day one.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas from North Carolina, so y'all from this shit, bro. So are y'all from North Carolina?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not from North Carolina. I'm from Philly, but I mean, I've always had family here, so yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you like this, bro. I speak on reality, and in reality, the country we live in has set the tone for us to be the marketing strategy from day one.
Right.
Highlighted. All the media companies are owned by other people that are not black. The highest level of media, the highest level of news. The stigma has been voted in America for us to be the media and the news forever. And it has always painted us out as degenerates from slavery time, bro.
Right.
Yeah. We're nothing. And they looked at us and treated us and documented us as less than humans. So that's how when you have been programmed to view yourself that way, and then they program themselves to see you that way, and then program the entire world to see you that way. That's why when you have black people going overseas playing basketball, they'll call them niggers, and they never been to America before.
Right. That's not even part of their culture.
It's either nigga or Michael Jordan.
But they know it because America has marketed and branded it for hundreds of years.
They probably
Black
don't even
people
think
are
they probably don't even think it's offensive. They just know that that's what the programming is over here.
Yeah.
Oh, they know it's offensive. They just don't see the need to respect it because they're not forced to.
Right.
There's nothing that shuts down from these mindsets. Like, it's a system in place, and I don't give a shit. Like, I'll speak the real. Everybody can profit off the black people and off the black dollar, but it's not the other way around. And you got to think about it. Don't think that black people are just drawn to this shit. Know that more white kids are watching the beef and the killing and the documentaries and the beef on YouTube and shit that are suburban kids than actual black kids that's living that lifestyle.
Well, to be fair, I do agree with you on that. That black people aren't the only ones drawn to it. I do believe it's like a human nature thing as well too, but I do think there is also a pushback when you are somebody that's trying to teach or show black people a different way, even if this is what you're programmed to be drawn towards as black or all people. I think there is also a pushback from the black community when you are trying to put something positive in front of them.
But that's
it's 1,000% correct. 1,000% correct because of the programming that was going on from generation to generation to generation. Once we figured it out, got it together, and turned it up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They came through and down again from different ways, different avenues. Every time the black community has built something up, it has been taken back, bro.
For sure.
Just got to know that.
And
they don't like to say that because they're going to tell you you're complaining. But whenever somebody else from another race has an issue with something, they're never told that they're complaining.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. How important is it to you that you are a black man that is controlling a media outlet? Because like you said, most of our media sources, the ones that are pushing black people, aren't controlled by black people. Or black people, we have a habit of building things up and then selling it off once we have all the equity in it. So we might have something amazing for 5 to 7 years and then we sell it off to the same people that are, and we relinquish all the control out of it. So how do you feel as the importance of being a black man that owns a media outlet?
That's one of the most important things for me because this my lifestyle before the media. You feel me? Like, I've been living this shit. Like, this ain't even, I'm the nigga that was at the rap and hip hop shows. I'm the nigga who parents had them listening to rap music at 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? The nigga that was buying every magazine. And so to be able to have a voice in rap and hip hop that people rock with, and then be able to expand it to teachings of the black community is one of the most priceless things for me. Like, I love that game. So it's one of them things, bro. Like, it's a lifestyle for me. It's like, I didn't just go into hip hop or let me switch over and start doing hip hop. I was born in this shit, raised in this shit out the womb.
He was bred for it, nigga.
So it's in me, not on me. It's a big difference. This ain't just, hey man, I can quit hip hop today or let me change the direction. Nah, nigga, I am the direction. We will never change direction.
Right.
Now, I gotta ask you though, because this is a real question. Like, are you doing something to actively help, black people, whether that's like fucking food drive, shit like that? Because it's like, we all have to play our part. But I just wanted to know, like, because you sound like the best uncle ever, nigga. Like, you sound like like what you be doing.
Well, I do want to say this. I don't want to come off as like a preacher or a Malcolm X nigga. I mind if I curse?
Yo, yeah,
of course. Please curse.
Yeah, go crazy.
We doing all the other shit too. Don't get it fucked up. I like to fuck bitches and drink and party and don't ever try to. Cause niggas will try to, this nigga think he perfect. Hell no.
I know what you mean. No, because at any time,
because niggas to do that, but I'm supposed to speak the real.
Yeah,
just because I'm living, just because I'm living a certain way.
Yeah,
I don't want niggas to think, hey, nigga, that is this God that don't do this. Nah, nigga, we live in life, nigga. Too, but it's some things where I've done little things. I pulled up to little events for charity and stuff like that. I don't got nothing in places, no foundations or nothing like that, but I'm for helping the people in the way I can.
But
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but what you think is like the steps for like everybody like in this room, Lauren, AJ, Tone, me, you, like what is the step for us to be like, yo, like we doing some black shit today, right? Like we gonna go help black people today, right? You get what I'm saying?
I don't think he's well to answer.
Yeah, it's fair.
So I don't think. I don't want to say that you're not the person to ask that question to, just because it's not like you came on here saying that I'm like a political leader and I'm going to help black people.
I'm just asking like the opinion for everybody in this room. Like, what do you think is a step for like us to unprogram ourselves?
I think the number one step is being educated. Like Ant is on this phone right now, and most black people don't know their history, or so that number one I think is black people self-education for sure. Yeah, because you're not going to learn. Yeah.
Well, black people don't even understand that we not running nothing here as far as business.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
it's a big fact.
And you try to tell them this, and they get mad and say, "Stop complaining," and da da da. And I'm like, "Damn, y'all don't really get it." And then people who not black, they're gonna be offended by this. They get offended by these type of conversations.
Right?
They're gonna want to come like a self-righteous dude, or you think you better than people because you putting your people and just trying to tell your people to get better, get a better understanding. Don't crash yourself out. The prison system was created for black people, bro.
Literally.
The prison was created in a business format to lock the slaves up and lease them out for work. You can look this up. This is not a lie. You know what I'm saying? And they don't like when you talk about this because they just want to say, oh, it's all y'all fault. You did it on your own. And let's be for real. Every nigga, you are accountable. You need to take 100%. If you do something stupid, you go to jail, you get locked up, you fuck up, that's 100% on your fault. You got to take accountability. Yep. All I say is, when do we tell other people who are not black that get involved in this to take accountability? When do we tell the record labels to take accountability for funding stuff? You know what I'm saying? Yes, we are at fault. I'm not trying to just point the finger, but it's like everybody points the finger at us like it's y'all, but no, y'all playing a role in this shit too.
There's more players in the game.
Exactly, but they want you to just look at yourself and say it's all you, while they put their kids through college, get these big like corporations funded and all these other things going on, all for niggas doing this. So how do you not take any blame? That's all I be saying, just raising awareness. That's all we can do at the end of the day, bro. You can feed 1,000 homeless. That's respect. That's love. Community centers is respect and love. But our main thing that we can do is educate, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the main thing. But I got a question, man. What's your top five? Your Southern top five?
On the rap side?
Yeah.
Man, that is a tough one. I gotta put Wayne in that top. He top 3 of all time.
That
either
makes
1
sense.
or 2.
Oh, most
Wayne got to go up there. Yeah, top 1 or 2. Wayne got to go up there. I gotta put shit, boy. Y'all put me on the spot.
No order.
Yeah, as a Texas nigga, I'm just gonna say some niggas on there. As a Texas nigga, Pimp C,
Andre got to be up there.
Andre, most definitely. Shit, lyrical. Let me think. Just rap, lyrical nigga. Damn, I damn nigga. At a certain point in his pocket, I would have to put Ross up there. When he was in that
Ross.
pocket.
That's crazy. Ross is underrated.
Yeah.
Ross is underrated.
But who else?
That 05 Ross. That 10-year run of Ross, most definitely. Fucking, I throw Future in there right now, just on the spot.
Yeah. You kind of have to.
Dr. Hendrix in there. Shout out to Pluto, man. Nah, I gotta fuck Future. That's great. But it's all many factors that you have to break down, because you can't talk about this shit without talking about Gucci Mane or Jeezy or T.I. Hard for a nigga. And then, Texas, we got our own stars with the screwed up clicks.
Y'all got your own continent.
Yeah, you don't even have to leave Texas and you can fill up a top 10. Top 20.
Facts, bro. But I fuck with everybody. I listen to music from all over, bro. Like, real shit. Everybody, nigga. Like, I listen to niggas from the East Coast. I might be jamming motherfucking Wu-Tang today. some Ghostface Killer. Then tomorrow I might be jamming G Perico.
Right.
You feel me?
I fuck with G
Shout out
Perico.
G
I'm on that type of. Or then I might be jamming Babyface Ray of V's the day after that. You know what I mean? So I'm
depending on what
on
shirt
some
you
H
wearing.
top. Yeah, just whatever the vibe is, bro. So nah, I fuck with everything going on out here, bro. I try to be supportive as much as I can. Rock with everybody. I came in the game wanting people to fuck with me. So it's the same thing when people reach out to me. I came up watching the Joe Budden podcast. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, what media personalities were you listening to before you started making your own content?
Joe Budden get the #1 kicker for me to get into the game. I was watching that. It's a specific episode that really set the tone. The one when he was mocking 𝔓𝔦𝔑 after they did I think it was the Hard weekend for Drake out here, and they retired her jersey, and Joe put on like that.
I remember that. Yep.
That's the one that made me like, okay, I'm finna do this. You know what I'm saying? So Joe Budden. I watched Charlamagne, of course, coming up. I always respected Charlamagne could do multiple things at once, and he wasn't just boxed in as a personality. He could interview rappers, interview politicians, he could interview moguls, create other personalities. And at one time he was doing that, the radio shit, and he was doing club hostings. And then he was bringing other talent into the game at the same time. So I always respected Charlamagne. I always liked his perspectives. He was out of pocket at times, most definitely, but he just had another perspective I always respected. Of course, I always respected the DVD niggas. They heavy with this shit. Let me shout out to the DVD niggas because they kicked off this shit before it came to Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Just organic doing niggas outside. Of course, your niggas like Sway, Big Tigger, all of them niggas. And then I've always been tapped into all the YouTubers who came out, who was doing that shit. Whether I've watched Vlad, I've watched Akademiks, Say Cheese, of course. Shout out, everybody who was just really laying down something. I know Street TV was a big influence for me, just saying, fuck it, just have conversations outside.
Real
Atlas Games. So he was a big influence for that on me. Street TV out of LA, Alex Alonso. So that was another nigga that was inspirational on just the YouTube side for sure. Because I was watching him, and Joe Budden pushed me to get to it, but I was formatting a little bit of it, like, okay, he be just outside doing this shit, like, fuck it, let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah, because it's always I feel like there's always media personalities. You're like, I fuck with this. But then there's that one person that you see that they're like, nigga, they don't care. They're just getting to it. And it's like, there's no reason why I can't start at this point.
Hungry, nigga.
Yeah, that's a fact.
There's so many levels of inspiration that come from that, bro. Like, Nipsey Hussle was a big inspiration because he would always fit and don't give a damn about what nobody's got to say. And nigga, put your time in. Even Parks said something on the Joe Budden podcast
Uncle Parks
in 2016 when Joe Budden had left Complex or whatever, when the contract ended. He talked about the word lost leaders, and that was real impactful for a nigga. Like, just being able to be willing to lose money now or spend money here because you're gonna return in another way, shape, form. Yeah, so I'll just be getting game from all the people who was in this at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the podcasters. Of course, I didn't know Joe Budden podcast was a podcast at first. I thought that nigga was talking because they was clipping it up on YouTube.
Gotcha.
So I was just so I didn't know anything about, like, let me be on this channel. I would just get up and search the stuff I was interested in or what they will send to me. So at first they was just sending me clips, and I don't even know if they was from them, but it was just little short, like 10-minute clips. And he'll be having perspective. I'd be like, this shit hard. And then I didn't know it was a podcast yet. I found out about Drink Champs and Rap Radar and Tax Stone podcast before I knew that Joe Budden had a podcast, even though I was listening to it. That's how it went for me. That was like 2016 shit, maybe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, for sure. I'm tapped into everything going on, though, for the most part.
Do you listen to podcasts weekly still?
Oh yeah, for sure. When I get free time, it be hard too though, because I be ripping and running, and I be living life outside of YouTube too.
Yeah.
I do dedicate a lot to it, but oh yeah, I most definitely still listen. I'm still tapped in on Joe Budden.
Okay.
I be checking that motherfucker super heavy. Shout out to 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 out of ATL. I like a lot of his interviews.
Yeah, 𝙿𝙾𝚃 TV.
I be checking. Yeah, 𝙿𝙾𝚃 ATL. I be checked into his shit. I be checked into I skim through No Jumpers to see what's going on here and there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anybody that be dropping clips on their podcast, I check into it. I still check out Breakfast Club. I still check out, you know, certain just certain little shit that be getting clipped up. I click some academic shit when he got shit going on. So I be everywhere with it, bro. I check out really. If you got something that's going on that's interesting that come across my TV,
I'm tapping.
I'm gonna click it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the podcast more than I watch commentary though. I do watch podcasts. It's so many commentaries. I do commentary, so I'm not really just into commentary super heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I do check those out at times when it's something interesting that come across my screen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For sure.
All right. So what's the future for Urban Politicians TV? And then we'll let you go, man.
Shit, man. Just going crazy, turning it up, trying to elevate more, get the podcast more turned up, keep the format going with it. Because I do interviews too. You know what I'm saying? I be going off and on with my interviews, so keep them more consistent, keep the vlogs more consistent. Just keep building the whole platform up, bro. The things that people can be entertained by. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
That's the overall.
My fault, bro. My fault. I was about to ask you, like, what's something like you could just like leave the people with, like, as far as like a little piece of game you could get at people. It's probably somebody, you know, who wants to do the same thing you trying to do. Like, what's a coin you could drop for them?
Hey man, be yourself at all times. Don't never try to be nobody else. Be original when it comes to what you want people to receive you as a person as. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people, they be a whole other person, bro. Like they don't want to be themselves. Like be yourself, bro. Really, really present who you are. And so that way it might take 3 years, it might take 4 years, it might take 5 years, but the people will eventually fuck with you.
Yeah.
And one thing you got to know, you got to see that it's a marathon. Like Nip say, it's a marathon, bro. It's not a sprint. Don't look to the lane to the right. Don't look to the lane to the left and get discouraged. Look at your lane. Stay tunnel visioned out. You got your own race that you running. Because a lot of people, if you get out here and you're trying to compete and compare, a lot of people ain't even moving on the same type of time as you. So just focus on you. Get inspired by other people most definitely, as far as like, hey nigga, that nigga going hard, I'm gonna go hard too. You know what I'm saying? But just be yourself. And man, every rainy day clear up. So when it get hard for you, it's all on you, bro. Ain't nobody finna give you no handouts. Don't be expecting nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just get out here and work and grind, dog. And shit, if you stick with it, you believe in saying, hey, I'm willing to sacrifice this time. I really do something you love. A lot of people be doing shit they really don't love. They just doing it for the money. Like, you doing it for the money, and it's like, okay, bro, you gonna be cool, but you ain't gonna really be having fun with that shit.
Yeah.
Do that shit because you love it.
Facts.
So that's some main shit that I done went through with this shit, bro. And stay consistent, man. I done dropped a video on YouTube every day for 5.5 years, bro.
And yeah, you got to say that shit like 3 more times because niggas don't really know or understand like what that even means.
They don't know, bro. Like some of them, a lot of them are archived, but a lot of them are still there with 40 views, bro. Like
those be the best ones.
God bless, bro. I dropped the video when God bless his soul when XXX died. I covered that.
Yeah,
I covered that when XXX died. I covered Rory and Maul and Joe Budden get into it when they was inside the crib when Joe was still at Complex. I was covering that.
Right.
I was covering Charlamagne little issues with niggas in 2018. Like I was covering
Kwame Brown.
Nah, that was later. That was 2021.
Get it right.
I was on. I was doing commentary videos in 2018 when Charlamagne was having when he was having issues with Star. Niggas don't even know about that. Like,
nigga, I
with
do.
the
You got to get reminded of that.
I was dropping commentary then, bro. I was covering all this shit. I was covering 03 Greedo before he went to jail, before he went to prison. I did Rollo before he went to prison, and both of them niggas then came home. So, man, just do it. You're going to think people ain't rocking with you. Eventually, if you go hard enough, even if they think you lame, they going to start fucking, bro.
That's a fact.
I used to get laughed at, bro. Like 2017, 2018, this shit was not cool, bro. It wasn't lit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
that's true.
niggas like you a blogger, nigga. That shit lame, nigga. Like, nigga, that ain't cool.
Dead ass
internet nigga.
He was getting teased. God damn.
Nigga, you an internet ass nigga. Then now you got real street niggas that got podcasts and it's respected. I had to go through it. I didn't fell out with niggas because they was disrespecting my shit, bro. For real. So do what you gotta do, bro. Y'all keep mashing, keep dropping. Ain't no rush in this shit, man. Like, just take your time with it. Y'all continue to go up. People gonna start seeing y'all. Y'all popped across the TV a couple times, and then I seen one of the homies on here that followed me before, and I didn't even realize. Then I seen y'all popped on my timeline one time. I think I liked it. Something y'all had did that was dope. I can't remember. So y'all working, bro. Get up in there. That's all. We all on the same. We all got the same. We all trying to get up. You know what I'm saying?
For everybody.
For sure. Hey man, well we appreciate you tapping in, man.
Hell yeah, for sure.
And making sure these niggas stay on their pivot, you know what I'm saying?
Pivot is going down for shit show, man. I appreciate y'all having me on with the homeroom, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
And nigga, next
we gonna
time,
stay in the home.
I about to say next time you in NC, nigga, you gotta pop by, nigga. You gotta come on the couch, nigga.
Most definitely.
You gotta have a conversation, nigga.
Facts. I gotta sit down on that motherfucker. I ain't even been to North Carolina before, but when I'm out there, how far y'all is from DC?
Oh, that's
5 hours. 5 hours.
5 hours. About 5.
About 5, 6 at the most.
Okay, I know I was supposed to big when fucked with some people in DC and I ain't never go. But eventually, nigga, once I'm all the way in position, I'm just gonna do a tour just to everybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nigga, the stars is gonna align for sure, nigga. You gonna touch down. It's on wax now. We gotta do it.
We got a hot mic for you, Pippin.
I'm about to say, nigga. But hey, for real though, appreciate you taking out the time for real.
Nah, for shit. So appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to everybody out there in North Carolina. Shout out to y'all. So we doing an H-time to North Carolina connection, man.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So
shout out to y'all, man.
To y'all.
Hey, yeah, but we're gonna holler at you. We're gonna stay in touch, man. We appreciate you coming on to Homeroom University, man.
I was about to say, appreciate you, nigga. Stay hydrated,
right,
stay
man.
healthy,
Be
nigga.
safe, Pippin. Be safe.
For sure.
All right, peace.
Hey, man. You heard it here first. Be grateful, be righteous, and be you, nigga.
Stay consistent.
Hey, man.
Last
it's that
week,
simple.
last week y'all asked who do we want to work with. We made it happen this week.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You ask, you shall receive, nigga.
Yeah.
We have a certain relationship with the universe. Things tend to manifest.
Things tend to align.
Right, but make sure y'all follow Urban Politicians TV. Honestly, if you following us,
You know about them.
you probably know about them, but if you don't,
Benefit of the doubt.
benefit of the
Please
doubt,
go
yeah.
follow him. He's a good brother, as y'all just heard.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we've been tapped in with him for like
Few
12
years.
Crazy.
For a nice little minute. So, but yeah, man, make sure y'all also follow all of our Instagram, Patreon. Ant actually called in on the Patreon. Big Ant actually called in during the Patreon.
Yeah.
So because we were off with our timing, so there was a little bit of piece of interview in there as well too. But
which you should, that's why you got to buy the Patreon. Should be happening. You know?
it should be happening during that
be
pre-show.
happening,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got to tune in for sure.
But let's see. I'm gonna hit the bell again. Is there anything else that we should probably cover before? I feel like
office hours.
Office hours, yeah. If you have any questions, concerns, anything you want us to touch on, hopefully if it's good, we'll talk about it. I don't think we got any boring ones.
No, we've gotten good ones. So
we've gotten good ones.
Like we
try to make it fun for us. Look, we're not just gonna fucking talk about what y'all want us to talk about.
Yeah.
But please just put hashtag office hours. DM whoever you want, 𝙿𝙾𝚃, Menace Material, LOI.
Yeah.
But it's better to comment down below
Yep.
And you know, leave a review, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely do that.
Do all that shit.
But yeah, let's start with
This nigga Tony ran to the bathroom.
He did.
Did you piss outside? That's smart.
Can we
That's smart.
actually I'm gonna do this really quick. So Jay-Z did an interview with Gayle King on CBS in the morning. And it was a part,
set of it.
it was a part 1 and a part 2. Did I put it in the notes?
I saw it.
Did you watch it?
I mean, I saw like little bits and pieces. I saw like what the universe wanted me to see. Like basically him just talking about how like, you know, if I want to make music, it has to be something important. You know? He was just like, yo, this is really Hov, nigga. This nigga the legend.
I feel like this is probably the best Jay-Z interview we've gotten in a long time. If it's not the best ever.
What? This nigga said Gayle King gave
I
us the
came
best.
on here ready to dunk real quick and just get up out of here.
Wait, what about
Oh, so we've had different perspectives on this.
Yeah, we did.
Honestly,
what about Elliot Wilson though? Because his shit
I didn't watch that.
I watched that one. That one was good.
It was good, but I feel like he's answering questions in this interview that I've never heard him even.
The reason I don't like this interview, and it's really based on one question. One of her interns told her to ask him, like, how do you feel about the $500,000 or the dinner? And once I saw that shit, I was like, man, this is so like.
No, but there was
CBS though. They gotta ask that.
They don't
I know
have to.
there
though.
were several questions where I was like, "Good Lord, why?" This is why.
What intern, right?
Not only what intern, it's like this is why academics and niggas be complaining that like hip hop people aren't supporting black media outlets because Gayle King is wasting time asking him. So you don't write anything down, nigga. We always knew that.
Yeah.
It's like there were so many questions.
You know what I'm saying, bro? That's what
There were so many
Yes.
questions that like
Yes.
I've heard this answer. I could have answered all the questions that Jay-Z would have been satisfied with all my answers.
This the same
I could have
hoe-
answered for him.
This the same hoe that said that bullshit about Kobe.
Yeah,
I remember when that shit happened.
And that's another
Never
thing.
forget
You
too.
was the one who was hating her the most. You was like, that ain't pinch.
Yeah, that stinky dog head bitch. But that doesn't mean that she didn't bring out a different side of Jay-Z. That isn't normally seen.
different
or maybe
side?
it just isn't seen in a while. Like, okay,
I just think you haven't
wanna
seen
know what
Jay
it
in a
is?
while.
realistically,
Jay-Z.
these are questions that any prominent nigga in hip-hop media can ask.
Dude.
But the fact that she's getting the opportunity makes it one of his best interviews. You
No,
know what I'm saying?
Jay-Z.
At the point in time that he's at in life right now, at the point in time that he's at in life right now.
Oh my god! Please, because you might. I think you're going somewhere. Where I know where you're
I
going.
am going somewhere. And let me put a caveat on this.
Go
I
ahead.
haven't seen this shit in totality. I've just seen like 35-minute clips.
What it is,
so I'm just piecing it together.
I saw part 1.
Jay-Z.
Maybe I've only seen the highlights.
But no, Jay-Z is like, it's just Hov. So it's like when you see the nigga, it's always a good time. Like
Right.
it's just Hov.
That's what I'm saying,
It's Hov.
nigga.
Yeah.
So, and he doesn't do interviews, and it's like the book of Hov. I forgot he was promoting something.
I did too.
You
I
nigga-
forgot he was promoting something in this. Honestly, I was just like,
Should we be worried?
I was so irritated that it was Gayle King. Honestly,
The
That
book
was-
of Hov.
It was just.
It's an exhibit. It's like
it's
a
an
museum.
exhibit
Yeah.
in the Brooklyn Library.
Yeah.
Was Oprah too busy? Like, why did this get shifted down to Gayle King?
Honestly, that's why I really want to talk about. Like, the interview was so boring to me. I was like, can we figure out how the fuck did Gayle get here? We obviously know how she got here, right?
I mean, she had the R. Kelly and all the extra shit. So
She didn't understand the whole aspect of what art is, and like to even ask to not know that Jay-Z needs something to talk about, to like actually make an album that's
Yeah.
like that he needs, that's like gonna in his words feed him. You get what I'm saying? Like this bitch was not the one to do this.
I don't think- I just
But
don't think- I
on a
just-
promotional tour, which this is, she's the perfect person.
Not only
Yeah.
just a promotional tour, not introducing, but white America getting a deeper look into Jay-Z. She's the perfect person to do that.
Exactly, she's a perfect marketing tool.
So you don't
especially
write your
since
raps.
Oprah has
Y'all
like
wanna hear
kind
some
of
crazy shit. As I was putting these socks on today, I blocked them niggas too. I blocked them from showing
yeah.
up in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Your
I
feet
had to.
was on display for like 18 hours.
And he
I
was
know.
twinkling his toes and all that shit. He's flirting with you. He knows exactly what's happening. I went to the
Nigga.
3 Oak Live. Like, it was 13 comments in there just about feet.
Nigga, these are Rockaware socks.
Those are how do you
Rockaway
own
socks?
those?
I know. Isn't that crazy?
That's
That is
a
kinda wild.
Wait,
relic.
what?
kinda wild.
Hold on, I need.
These are
I'm gonna
legit.
take a.
These are
Flash into
legit.
those are real Rockaway socks.
These are real Rockaway
Hold on,
socks.
you have to flash that shit. They have to see that
And rate them 1 to 5. Like, what's the quality like? You feel like you can sell drugs in
yeah.
those?
First of all, the fact that they're still
shit. Hey, I'm
Here.
create an album.
the fact that they're still operational is crazy. There's no holes in them.
Okay.
So what that says
They-
is quality is
quality
A1.
product.
They are loose. They are loose. Obviously,
Which
they're elastic.
breathable.
They're breathable.
Good. Okay.
Quarter inch. You know, I think that's what these are called, like quarter socks.
Yeah,
or something
quarter
like
inch,
that.
yeah, crew.
Okay.
Something like that.
Something like
Does
that,
it feel
but-
like it was sewn by Colombians?
Yeah.
I feel like you could
Venezuelans.
brag. I feel like you could see a bitch and like brag about your socks.
This almost might be this almost might be vintage, low key.
Have you ever bragged about them? Like,
I
bitch,
never
I got
have.
these
You
Rockaway
just did.
socks on.
No, but
You
dead
just
ass.
did
This
2
more
minutes ago.
like when I was getting prepared to come back out here. I as I was putting them on, I was like, I can't believe I still have fucking Rockaway socks. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They're
That's
like,
all-
how
I-
old are you, nigga?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like as I'm putting them on, I was thinking that to myself. And low key, I don't even think these are mine. I'm pretty sure these aren't even mine, but they've been in my possession for so long, they're mine.
Hold on,
Sorry,
I'm
man. I had a
Googling-
pair of his shoes one time.
I'm
You have some
Googling,
Rockaway shoes?
No, I had Jay-Z's shoe. He has like Sean Carter drinks one time, I think.
The sound designer, Sean Carter's.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Sean. I remember the Sean Carters.
Yeah.
Nigga, Rockaway is still a business. So,
Of course.
Yeah, you can buy socks, people.
Damn. But yeah, so honestly, I think my biggest thing was
Oh my God,
I just hate seeing Gayle King. Honestly,
a Rockaway robe.
And why is that? Was that pre or post Kobe?
That shit pimping.
Rockaway robe.
it's just like everything. So it's like her attachment to Oprah, Oprah's hate for rappers. Let's just start there.
That's
To the
why
po-
she didn't do it.
So that's why she didn't do it. Oprah used to edit, like Ludacris would get edited out of the show. She would have a rapper on there, even though she didn't want to, but they edit their responses out.
Yeah.
Like she's always hated hip hop culture.
She was
Period.
like Michael Jordan.
Referring
fuck rap.
Yeah,
to
you-
Gayle.
No. We're talking about Oprah right now.
She's always hated rap.
Yeah, she didn't.
What
Start,
when Ice Cube came out, she was against Ice Cube.
she was against all rap.
I could imagine. She was probably
And it was like the biggest thing was
That was just for y'all.
that like really put it to light. Ludacris put it on blast because
Yeah.
he was there promoting that movie Crash with the whole entire cast.
Phenomenal movie, too.
And
Good movie.
all of his talking points in that interview got edited out of the live show. even
just
though-
because his mutton chops and his
just
braids.
because he's a rapper.
Yeah.
And she used to be like that with all rappers. So then it's like, then she warmed up to rappers. And when we would see her with rappers, she'd pop out with 50 Cent, the big one.
Right.
Only
Eminem.
50 Cent.
Because it doesn't count if it's Snoop Dogg.
Exactly. It doesn't count if it's Snoop Dogg, 50
'Cause
Cent.
everybody respects
Because they
Snoop Dogg.
transition into business as well,
Yeah.
Jay-Z. And then now it's like, Gayle is out here doing like all these dirty side missions that Oprah was always too good to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's like, on top of that, all the Gayle missions are all like fucking black culture or black men hit
Icons
pieces.
type.
It's
you
like
talking about- I thought you
you
talking
doing
about
the
people
Kobe
shouting.
shit. It's like Michael Jackson is dead. This bitch is interviewing the people that already said in court
Oh,
they
yeah.
lied on
Oh,
him.
yeah, that type
It's
of
like,
shit,
what's
yeah.
up with this bitch?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like she's done so many things that just had me like.
But she only gets the big people, too. Like, it's
Yeah, but-
only the big ones that, like...
But it's
that
always
sh-
detrimental to
But that's what I'm
somebody.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, she's always...
But now,
Big ones
is it
bring
also,
down.
are we doing her wrong? Like, what about the good?
Okay. Oh, I don't know if she's done good because I'm only
Let's
watching
just
if it's
YouTube Gayle King interviews to see if like some good shit pop up.
Well, that's the thing. If I'm judging her interviewing skills off of this, her interview sucks because she was talking about shit that we already know about Jay-Z.
She was talking as if like
she,
it's so weird. Like
She did do the R. Kelly piece
Yeah,
too
yeah,
when
I
he
mean,
got
she
on
did.
there and live.
Yeah.
Oh,
She only talks. She was talking to Jay-Z like somebody told her a day before who Jay-Z was. You know what I'm saying? It's like
she was just talking as if like
She was talking like a daytime television white woman.
no, they were both.
which is who this is for.
that's true.
But it's weird though. I feel like they were both talking like that, but Jay-Z is just a little bit smarter. So he was able to like fight through. But they were both talking to each other like they didn't even set it up. Like this was their agent's idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it was a little awkwardness in the room.
I didn't like that shit, and I think it's just really with her.
It was
I
just
don't know, man.
boring.
I just got that built up thing for her. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like I just don't like her really.
You're kind of tired of seeing it, and it's kind of crazy. She's one of the only people that didn't pop from that Oprah cosign.
She
No,
popped.
she did pop.
popped?
Bro, do we just talking about the people she's talking?
Yeah, she's
Jay-Z?
only
Bro, she's
interviewing,
only
like-
But
interviewing
is
the
she
top-
on like
yeah.
Dr. Phil's level? Is she like Rachel Ray? Oprah put some niggas
No,
in business.
it's because she's not that good.
That's
She's
what
not
I'm
that
saying.
good. Yeah, okay,
She's
yeah,
the one
okay,
that
okay.
didn't fully leave the
But
shit.
don't get it
She's
confused
getting
though.
the looks,
Gayle
though.
King is Gayle King. Like the bitch. No.
She's
Yeah.
Gayle King still for sure. Yeah, you're right.
But she's
her
still-
name is not a household name yet.
But she's still tethered to Oprah. Like,
For
even,
sure.
it's people who
Yeah.
don't know that Dr. Phil came from under Oprah.
Yeah,
It's
Gayle-
people who look at them as two separate entities.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Gayle King's, she's not a staple.
She's a shooter.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
also hard to like get out of like another black woman's coattail when you're also a black woman.
You think so?
Unless,
Dr. Phil?
well, she's just bad. She's just not.
She's
good.
not that good, I
She's
don't
just not that good.
I think she's.
It would still be hard though, because it's like they're both black women. It's like you know how.
And on top of that, it's like, all
feel me?
right. So Gayle King is like
80 million, nigga. She made it. Nigga.
when she was. I mean, yeah, but when she was doing all this, right? When did she even decide to be a reporter? Is my question.
Let's
You know
Google
what
her
I'm saying?
Wikipedia page.
Like,
we going in on
when
her.
did
We
you
don't know.
decide? When did you decide to get in front of the camera? When Oprah said, "I'm chilling now."
Nigga,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, this.
are we only dealing with you because Oprah doesn't want to pop out as much? That's my main question.
We dealing with her because Oprah don't want to talk to niggas.
That's what I'm saying.
Oprah don't want to talk to niggas unless they about to come on there and talk about smoking crack. Like what she did to Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Oh
Going to
yeah,
Africa.
yeah.
Try to convince this nigga he was insane.
Go over the years active.
God damn, she looked bad in that picture.
19
She was
81
born
was
December
president.
28th, 1954, so she's an old bitch.
Oh
And
wait, go back over to the left. Okay, talk shows and morning shows. The Oprah. So she was a correspondent for the Oprah Winfrey Show. So she was So she must have always been in journalism, but she was
She has
always,
to
she's
be.
always worked for
Yeah.
Oprah because she was working with her in '91.
Yeah, she began as a production assistant.
Oh no
here.
no no! In '91 she was on NBC. Oh, so she does have like an illustrious career.
Yeah.
illustrious.
Okay, a long career.
It might be. She might have a nice pedigree.
Sorry, illustrious just rolls off the tongue.
Like you
But-
just made it sound
Well,
so more
know.
illuminating.
It depends though, like on the context of illustrious. Like nigga, how many
Like, if I went to
how
school-
many people get those jobs, especially as a
Yeah,
black
you're
woman
right.
in that
That's
year?
true, yeah.
Compared to
You got
all
me.
resumes,
Yeah,
the
this
bitch is Michael Jordan. For
She's
sure.
shitting on it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Michael Jordan, nigga, that bitch. is Shit. Yeah, Michael Jordan.
I don't know. Didn't Snoop Dogg get backlash for calling her a bitch too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he
Why?
apologized, I
Because
believe.
everybody was like saying that.
Well, he
should've
called her
out of name type
He
shit.
called her a funky dog head.
Oh yeah,
He
he
really-
did.
he
He
really
went.
went
funky
for it.
dog
It was the
head
same
ass
thing
bitch.
YouTube does. It was
Yeah.
just a combination.
The combo.
We
Yeah,
probably
the
got to put
combo.
that on that list now. Just the way we said it with so much emphasis. Jesus Christ, I'm nervous now.
Yeah. But I watched part 1. I said I would not do this to myself and watch part 2.
I ain't see it.
But
Congratulations.
but yeah, speaking of like black celebrities actually going to like black platforms to help pick them up. Kevin Hart went to Funny Marco's show. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
didn't
I
see
didn't.
that.
I saw it promoted.
That's crazy.
Maybe we could watch a little bit of it, or
Yeah,
just
please.
listen to the beginning of it at least.
I got you.
First minute or two.
That's
But
a big look.
And
I
this is another
saw-
one of his satirical,
Yeah,
being
his-
weird on purpose.
exactly, yeah. His which I appreciate. So after I saw that, mind you, I saw it on my timeline, and the first thing that I thought when I saw it on my timeline, I was thinking, I wonder if Kevin Hart heard like people's complaints about black or A-list celebrities not bigging up or helping black media. Because I'm like, this is a huge look. Because we are, like for a moment there, it was like Bobby was washing out Marco. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Bobby popped up out of nowhere, had Mark Cuban and shit, and it was
Yeah,
like
it's hard to compete with white cleavage.
Mark Cuban and
Yeah.
fucking Drake, and it was just crazy. Like in 11 episodes, and then
She had connections that
she did have
niggas just
connections,
don't
but it
have.
was like at that point, mind you, this is like in my like for black people brain. I was like, I
revolutionary.
hope Kevin saw that and was like, oh nah, I gotta throw this nigga Funny Marco in assist.
Right,
Make sure you
right.
know what I'm saying.
'Cause
Like
he definitely got that email like, hey, come on Bobby's show.
right, he
sure.
definitely got that email for sure.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm not doing Bobby. I'm gonna do and like Shaq going over there. Shaq, why the fuck aren't you over with Marco?
With
You know
Marco,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
You can
yeah.
do both, but why aren't you giving them the looks as well too?
Yeah.
You know what
But
I mean?
on behalf of them though, like if you're a businessman, right? You got to go with what is, better for
What's
the
hot.
business.
What would Jay-Z do?
But wasn't one of Bobby's best things
Dame
doing
do?
the shit with Marco? Wasn't
That
was
wasn't one of her biggest interviews.
Not one of her
not big,
best.
but that was like one of the first ones that like put her in the black space. Like Marco did kind of gave her. That's why.
Oh, Funny Marco.
Yeah,
My
Funny
bad.
Marco,
I was thinking
yeah.
Mark Cuban.
No, Funny Marco.
Yes.
So he did her inauguration.
Funny Marco and introduced her to the black community.
Yeah.
Drake introduced her to the entire world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, why wouldn't you kind of hop in on Marco's side? You know what I'm saying? Like he was the reason for her too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
She went to the ultimate nigga, a black Jew.
And Kevin Hart
maybe-
is so tired looking in this clip. It looks like he's giving this interview to whoever was closest. That nigga he looks so fatigued.
Well,
and he has a billion jobs.
So the full interview's not out.
He's
you
about
can only
50.
find this.
Yeah, once I just put Kevin Hart and Funny Marco right in there. And yeah, that's the only thing that popped up.
He's 50, but he has his own line of
I
vitamins.
don't think it's out yet.
So it must not be out yet. So we're doing a little promo for it, I guess.
What is this clip right here, though?
The only thing
it's
that was
from the
available.
shit.
All right, let's watch this shit.
All right.
What's your nickname?
The Kid, Lil Hot Feet, Mr. Pay-Per-View, box office killer.
What about Bookie Bear? Where'd that come about?
I've never been called Boogie Bear in my life. Is there like, the intro or is
What? We already going.
it? All right.
When's a good time to get in A, when someone's hitting you, B, when somebody got you in the headlock, or C, just answer the question.
Marco, what the fuck is happening? Like,
They can see this, right?
Yeah.
dude, I'm saying this humbly. I'm a big guest. I thought that you would like have like some question. That's not a question.
I want to see him talk to 𝙿𝙾𝚃 so bad.
What's your nickname?
Like I want to see what him and 𝙿𝙾𝚃 together. Like what?
Funny Marco?
That shit.
Oh, yeah.
That shit might blow a hole in the earth atmosphere.
I think Patrick CC just made a video. I think it was Patrick CC, but I just saw a titled video on my homepage that said
Victims
Why-
of Bill Burr.
Victims
It was
of Bill
Patrick
Burr.
CC.
It was Patrick CC? Okay, yeah.
I can't. I'm gonna watch that as well.
I'm watching
I'm
that.
gonna watch it later right now.
I've
It's
already
definitely
watched
on the
it.
watch later list.
I've already watched
You
it.
did?
It was just talking about all the times he's just done 𝙿𝙾𝚃 things to
Yeah.
people. Like,
Yeah.
the H3 nigga, that soggy nigga, he was
Yeah,
all
Theo-
like sad
Theo
and
was in
shit.
there?
Yeah.
Theo was in there. A couple other people, I think a white bitch or something, you know.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know,
White
they
bitch always good for the
crying.
ambiance. But
But-
I'm curious to see, like Bill Burr, Kevin Hart. I want to see this in full because how does actual licensed funny hold up against like I'm funny because I'm trying not to be for real,
Or the awkward funny that he's
and just even like I'm funny because of editing.
yeah. Well,
No,
yeah. The
that's not
editing
true.
He's
Editing helps.
The editing emphasizes
Yeah.
shit
Definitely
to a
emphasizes-
completely
it definitely
different
does,
degree.
yeah.
the punch-ins, the certain yeah, it helps.
It makes what's not there become something. there.
Yeah.
But I think being there, like, it's still funny though. It helps.
I think it helps. I think it enhances.
This is a very niche style of comedy.
Yeah,
Like, what
I
is-
think Marco's actually funny. Like, I think Bobby needs the editing
Yeah.
more than Marco. Like,
Because
Marco's questions are really going to be crazy. Like,
and like the questions are funny, and it's like, I don't know. I think if it was raw, that shit would be extra funny,
yeah, just straight through.
straight through.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Because even him saying that, like, I'm a big
Yeah,
big guest. Like,
yeah.
Well,
he might have been thinking I'm gonna help him out,
Right.
And this nigga is playing with me right now. You know what I'm saying?
But they don't know that coming in by now. It's still
I
niggas
don't know
pulling
how
up to
this-
the set that's confused about what this content is.
But we can't. We also. I never can remember, or I never know how disconnected somebody might be. Either.
True.
You know what I'm
Because-
saying?
Lil
Like,
Wayne didn't even know what Black Lives Matter was.
that's
so
what I'm saying. It's
anything
like,
is possible.
yeah.
But even a
It's-
person like Kevin Hart, he's gonna see something before he shows up. You know what I'm saying? He gonna look at something.
He's gonna
He
do
is.
his due diligence.
He is at the same time, but we can't tell how disconnected somebody might be. At
Kevin,
the same
That's
time.
true.
Kevin definitely knew what he was getting himself into.
Yeah.
because he even said like, "Nigga, Marco, I'm Kevin Hart."
Yeah,
He asked me about.
what's up?
I forgot what he asked him, but it was
Yeah,
some
yeah.
other shit.
So yeah, man, shout out to Funny Marco for
about to say,
securing
yeah.
that. Funny Marco, he's been like posting his DMs of him like asking people to come on. Like he DM'd like Jada Pinkett Smith.
This nigga cold calling people.
Yeah, he
Now
be,
that would be hilarious.
That would be
Jada Pinkett
hilarious.
Smith on there?
Because like his question was, what did you do with the money that what was that nigga's name in the movie? Remember she
You set it off?
and set it off. What was the dude's name that paid her for some coochie?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that off the top of my head.
But
I
pretty
know what
much,
you're talking
We ain't
about.
remembering no trick,
but
nigga.
you know what I'm talking about. But pretty much, he was like, "So what'd you do with that money? We need to sit down and do an interview." And she was like, "Boy, like that was her response. Like, but like, we can sit down, but we not talking about no dumb shit, something like that." But
So she's confused. But
Yeah,
she's we already know she's delusional.
yeah, that's true. Actually, Jada being there would be the best, actually, because he'd be able to like he'd really bust her down like with like those type of jokes, lead her down a path. She'll be trying to talk about healing. He'll cut her off.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
he'll just leave. You know what I'm saying? Like
She won't get a chance to get it off.
She's so into herself, and he would recognize that and set it up so crazy.
So perfectly.
How can
Yeah.
you heal when you fucking a dude with lupus or whatever August
Yeah,
had?
yeah,
Was
yeah.
it August 6th? That nigga had lupus
Yeah,
and
yeah,
sickle
yeah.
cells.
Nigga, that'd be a 13-minute video. She'd light some sage
She would leave.
and
She would
float
leave.
out of
Yeah.
there.
She would leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a long interview, but it would be amazing though.
That's fucked up.
For sure. But yeah, I guess that's really it for that.
Ask her who's a barber knowing she got alopecia.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
it's just-
Let's see. All right, so Drink Champs, people, Ray J, is mad at Nori for releasing. Well, and it wasn't just Ray J, but a lot of people are mad at Nori for releasing the Kodak Black interview because Kodak seemed to really be on something like. Something like he seemed out of it in this whole Drink Champs interview. I don't know if y'all watched it. I tried to watch it,
I watched pieces.
I watched pieces.
but there was no way I was gonna make it through the whole thing.
I mean, it's cool. He was vibing.
Nigga is Drink Champs. Nigga,
That's what I'm saying.
we come
Yeah.
here to get intoxicated and ask questions.
That is a good point, actually. I didn't even think about that.
Like it's literally
I'm supposed to be here out
That's-
of
pocket.
character.
that's the
Yeah.
one place.
Maybe I don't drink. Maybe I do pop pills.
Exactly. I'm supposed to be here a little.
That might be your poison. You might be in rehab.
Yeah.
Pills is all you can use right now.
He told him he didn't want certain drink. He said, "Don't give me no lick. Don't give me no oil." You know what I'm saying? Just give me some champagne or whatever. But don't give me no oil. So he might have been off of something else.
Yeah,
for the-
that he know he can't mix it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the thing too. It's like I don't know how y'all feel about this. Do you feel like they shouldn't have released that interview of
It's
him
hard.
in that state? How y'all feel about like somebody like that?
I wonder. It would have been good if they told us like, look, we cut out an hour of bullshit.
Okay.
But the fact that they haven't came out and said that means that they just dropped it like fuck it. But they could have at least cut out at least 30 minutes of like
Or
fuckery.
at least moments. But
Or
then
like not like zooming in on his face when he's all like
when he's like when he's geeked out. Yeah.
Yeah, but at a certain point, like I'm not this nigga's babysitter.
That's how I
Like
feel.
he came to
But-
this platform in this state on his own volition.
But at a
It'd be
certain
different.
point.
Go ahead.
Oh no.
It'd be different if he was going on there and he was like obviously like if this is a mental health issue, it's kind of different because now you're just picking on sick niggas. But
Right.
he took them drugs on purpose.
But
it's
it's still like the image. Like Nori's a OG. Like you supposed to be looking after niggas. You supposed
Do you
to be
think that we should be? Do you think that like? You think just because Nori's an OG that he's supposed to take the moral, or he's an elder hip hop
That
that he's
it's
he's
no-
supposed to look out for him like an uncle?
it's no supposed to, it's no because. It's just
Right.
like you a OG. You from New York. Like I've talked to a bunch of OG niggas from New York. They all act the same. Like they want to help niggas.
Yeah,
So
they-
it's like
they
help
act
a
like
nigga.
that.
You
They
feel
act
me?
like
Like,
that.
but it's still like I watched bits and pieces of it, and like Nori was trying to talk to the nigga. You know what I mean? Like regular, and it was kind of weird. It was something weird about it.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Like I watched like 20 minutes of it, and I was just like, "Whew, this is a tough listen right now," because
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we already know like Nori. People just like Nori, which that's what makes the show good when it's good. But like,
And the love and the support that he gives.
yeah, but like if we're just overall raw interviewing, this nigga's not the best at all. He
And
might
then-
be, he might be one of the worst.
He's not even getting better.
He's not. He's
Nah,
not.
He doesn't have to. He's
And
a
then
OG.
we got Kodak Black, who like I like Kodak Black. I like when he I've always liked his when he did interviews with Akademiks. He talks like a Florida nigga. But I could and I can understand him, even though sometimes I got to run it back because I'm like, what the fuck is he saying?
Right.
But it's like I can understand him. This was a little bit more, but at the same time, this is how I feel. It's like if niggas that do drugs, it's on them to quit.
Yeah.
And niggas do drugs, they have interventions with their family, their friends for years. What the fuck was Nori supposed to do in that moment? Try to have an intervention with a nigga he don't know?
It's not about, well,
like, nigga, your
skipping.
mom can't even get you to stop doing this shit. What the hell am I going to
And
do?
on top of that, they're saying he shouldn't have released it. Maybe he should have released it so that we can put more examples of Kodak Black struggling with fucking drug addiction so that the pressure could be so overwhelming that maybe he does quit.
It could go a lot of ways,
if-
though.
if
Pressure
it-
can change things. Sorry, go ahead, though.
It could go either way. It
Yeah.
could go where it irritates him to where he feels like, and mind you, we don't even know if he's addicted to drugs. We're just assuming. 'Cause
Yeah.
Nobody's confirmed that. But it could go one way where it's like,
He just takes ecstasy for fun, people. Like, he's not addicted.
nigga, what?
Sarcasm.
Oh. But I don't know, man. I just don't think it's that big of a deal. Ray J was in the comments talking about, yo, somebody see if this brother's okay. Or some shit like that.
But I don't know, dog. I just think, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too highly of Nori. Man, I don't even think he should have like took it down. But it's just
He took it
like-
down?
No, I don't think he should have took it down. But it's like, man, you gotta, I don't know, at least say something like, hey, man, we took out about 40 minutes, so you know we gave y'all the best of what we had.
Shit, I damn sure wouldn't be editing no 40 minutes of content.
Yeah, no, at that point,
Because
just
you
throw it
don't,
away.
because at that point you wouldn't have to. It would
That's
be
true.
a white man's job.
But at that, think about how many hard chops that would be.
Yeah.
It's like we might as well just do like we might as well just put this might as well put this interview out in all TikToks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Instead of even dropping the full interview, just drop 1.5 million
Mm.
TikToks throughout the next year. Because if it's that much chop up, like a YouTube watcher, that would drive them crazy. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think when somebody's on like addicted to something that people around them shouldn't be trying to help them get off it?
Yeah, the people around him.
I think it's more beneficial if
Like, put it like this. If there was a nigga, like, if you had an interview with a nigga that you knew personally and you knew he took drugs, like, you don't think it's a responsibility to hit him, be like, look, you know, whatever you do, don't do that shit before our interview. You get what I mean? If you know the nigga, if it's personal.
If you know the nigga and it's personal.
I understand that a little bit.
It's understandable.
And they've
but-
probably
Ask
met
or something.
before numerous of times.
But now we just assuming their relationship.
But they
like,
had a story where they met in there, so they know each other.
Yeah, they know
well,
each other.
this is on
They've
top of that
been-
too. So it's like it's two things. So like if somebody that was coming over here, say I knew or I didn't know that they did drugs, right? And they come over here, but clearly under the influence, I might just be like, all right, bro, we're just gonna cancel, right?
Mm-hmm.
We just cancel, especially because 9 times out of 10 I'm interviewing a local nigga.
Right.
I can see you again. You
Right.
live 30 to 40 minutes away at the most.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga Nori's on some shit like these niggas in town for 4 hours. You know what I'm saying?
and we already paid to set these cameras up. I've already bought this alcohol.
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying? So it's like, I wouldn't, if it was like something that I knew I could get again. And on top of that, I guess this is another benefit, this is another negative of having a guest-based podcast because it's like, he couldn't cancel Kodak, risk him getting mad, and just be like, we'll just shoot an episode with us today.
I was about to say, Kodak is like he is dysfunctional. I'm not saying he's not dysfunctional. The nigga was going off on 21 Savage. I saw that shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So it's
too.
like if Nori wouldn't have dropped it because of Kodak was so fucked up, Kodak could have possibly gone on a fucking tirade like, yo, fuck Nori, he didn't drop my fucking
exactly.
podcast.
He would have been, instead of 21,
You know,
it would have been him.
It would have been him.
Yeah.
Like nobody's asked, what if this is how Kodak wants to be portrayed?
That's true. That's another
This
thing,
might
too.
be exactly what he intended on happening, nigga.
Yeah.
Who am I to put that shit down?
That nigga might have said,
I
I'm
don't
going to wake
know,
up and
dog.
pop a couple beans this morning.
And I'm gonna talk to the people, nigga.
Yeah.
This is who I am.
That's true. We do have a habit of putting our own ideals on people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if that's what the fuck he's on, then
Yeah, that's why it's just
Yeah,
like,
like-
it was weird when just like people were just like fighting this whole Nori shouldn't have done this. And I'm like,
The nigga was literally
sis,
talking about,
who?
he was literally talking about that one rap lyric where he was like, I took the pill and I knew it was fake. Like he
I'm
was
a
literally
gremlin.
talking
Yeah,
about that
yeah.
specific song.
Yes.
So it's like he was off of something.
Yeah.
He's on something and he knows what it is, even though he's still taking it.
And this is not the first time that fans have been concerned. I remember when he was performing, I think it might have been in Germany or some shit like that. That shit went viral too because they were like, "Is Kodak okay?" So it's like, obviously this nigga, who knows? It's like, you can't, I don't know. I'm a little bit harder on niggas who are addicted to drugs, and it's like, maybe
you a little bit harder, nigga?
I'm a little bit hard. Like, I be.
Okay.
You
Now,
look down upon them.
I don't want to say this.
I look
but
down upon
Are you about
like,
to bring up the cigarettes?
Nah, but nigga, didn't you used to
do drugs?
Sell drugs, nigga?
Weed?
Don't do that. You're not better than the nigga that's selling crack. You sell weed.
Well, yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
No,
is.
he's not. First of all, weed. How much money have you wasted on weed?
First of all, did he just dox you?
No.
Were you just doxed?
No, but no.
Well, I
you,
talked about it before.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah.
First of all, you said I was like,
passed.
I said you
passed.
sold, and you said.
Yeah, right.
But first of all, how much money have you spent on weed since you've been 17?
Thousands.
That's what you've done. Oh, what the?
What does that mean, though? But I'm perfectly
Not getting
fine. I'm not under a bridge somewhere with a quilt.
But you don't have those thousands of dollars that you could have had if you were sober, nigga. If you didn't have niggas like AJ forwarding the path of black,
No, nigga. Those aren't even the same
Weed
thing.
and Hart, they're not even classified the same.
You just compared a tobacco farmer to a nigga who has apple trees.
Weed is still, nigga, you're selling shit. You're selling drugs.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a completely different type of drug. You wouldn't say that to a pharmacist.
That's crazy though. Yeah, that's so different.
You have to acknowledge that crack is a lot more detrimental to a nigga's health than weed is.
It's not even drugs in states that is legal. It's only drugs in North Carolina because it's still illegal. Like,
First
you
of
know
all,
what I'm saying?
it's still drugs, and it's drugs. It alters the state of your mind. It's a drug.
So you don't concede that there's levels to drugs and there's drugs that are more harmful than certain drugs.
Yeah, but it's still drugs. It's still altering your state of mind.
Yeah,
it's still drugs.
Yeah, I
So what's
judge
the problem?
I judge burnouts too. Like niggas that like.
So, but have you judged yourself and have you repented, nigga? That's what I'm saying. Stop! Don't skip over this, nigga. I'm not. Be gone, nigga. Is that across? Be gone, demon.
Yes.
You have to repent, nigga.
I was never. Well, I was a burn down at one point, but
you buy drugs. So aren't you a part of the problem? He couldn't do what he did without niggas like you.
What you snitching on me for?
You snitch on AJ, nigga.
We was talking, and this nigga.
But you the fucking the man.
Came out of nowhere with my
He
fucking
can't
business.
sell his drugs without fiends like you.
I'm not saying, but this was about your point about how you feel a certain way about niggas who do drugs, but you've been the nigga that's sold the drugs.
I look down on junkies, but it's not in a like a spit on you way. It's just like I just ignore them.
But at the same time,
it's just whatever. You
feel
gotta do you, nigga.
I feel you, but at the same time,
I'm not
like,
about to actively try to help a junkie.
Yeah, of course.
Never.
Like you see a fucking homeless dude on the street, I don't like fuck it. But it's still a certain with like pills. Like them shits is very hard to get off of.
For sure.
Yes.
Like
Which
it's
is
almost
why he doesn't sell
damn
them.
near impossible.
Yeah, there are some people who get hooked on shit without even meaning to.
Yeah,
type
they get in a
shit.
car accident. Now they're hooked on pain pills and shit. So like that and shit like that. But at the same time,
That's like 5% of niggas.
That's what I'm saying. It's
but
still
at
like
the
a
same time,
small
we're talking
amount.
about a nigga who has enough of rehab, and
15.
And it doesn't even matter how rich or how poor you are. You have to quit the drugs when you want to quit the drugs.
Yeah.
So like people getting in an uproar, saying that Nori should have done something. You can't convince a nigga who don't want to quit drugs to fucking quit
For
drugs.
sure,
It's
no.
He
just
can't
not-
even convince himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like I just don't understand that shit.
Is there a track record of that? If it's working, like do interventions work?
I don't know what the conversion percentage is.
Okay, just curious.
I don't know.
And did Kodak look like he was on something to y'all, or did it just look like Kodak?
Can we pull something up of this?
Honestly, I don't know because it's like he did look like. Let me stop lying.
Let's look at
He
it.
looked like he was on something for sure. I ain't gonna lie,
Nigga.
because I've seen Kodak and
In rare form?
I've seen a lot of Kodak interviews and he definitely was on some.
Look, nigga.
You know what I'm
See,
saying?
even when
was
he,
on some.
but the thing is, even when he's sober, he's kind of a hard interview.
He is. Well, not really. He kind of likes to talk. Kodak's a talker.
That's what I mean.
He's a
It
talker.
depends. It depends.
Depends
Like,
on who the person is, but Kodak's a talker.
He
though.
was a little awkward on the Breakfast Club.
He was hilarious on the Breakfast
When he
Club.
first came in the game,
Retrospect.
when he first came in the game, he was just like,
I was playing it without sound.
yeah,
Yeah.
This is how we're really gonna see him.
Well, we can't hear what Sam.
I mean, I could throw it on.
He looks
but I
sober right now.
Let's throw it
He
on.
might have just popped it.
We gotta hear what he's saying.
Go halfway
He
through.
might have just popped it. Jesus.
There we go.
Oh, he's
there
standing
we
up
go.
now. Yes.
See that this is when shit starts to look crazy.
Can we please get some volume? Because I feel like what he's saying matters.
We have zero audio right now.
Yeah, I did
don't-
it on purpose because I didn't want to, because I was showing the screen.
I don't think we need
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah. But I got you. I'll go ahead and throw it on volume now.
What upcoming artist? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, homie? Like, my artist, she from Atlanta and like,
See,
she
it's
from
the jaw.
Overlay. At a point in time, you was up and coming, homie. You can't stand on the bench like that. You tripping. That was the only little back and forth about that. About some stupid ass fuck, right?
Yeah,
Pause. Does anybody know what he's talking about?
Well, no, just because we kind of jumped in halfway through, but
He's talking about one of his artists who's, I believe, is a woman.
it was
And he can't be on that bitch's neck.
He has a song called Lockjaw though with French Montana, one of my favorite songs.
Bro, he has a song called Gremlin.
Yeah.
He has a song called
Super
Lock. He's
Gremlin.
he's one of the realest niggas in this shit. Like everything he raps about, it's like his something he's been around, something he's doing. Niggas off jiggers and shit. Like
He got a song with Future called Voodoo.
No flocking. Because he was advertising for no flocking.
Yeah. But it looked like he was on K2 on this episode, nigga.
Don't do that.
Oh no, I wouldn't put K2 on anybody unless they're in jail.
Why?
It don't show up in piss tests.
Pretty much. That's where niggas get it. Pretty much. That's where niggas are really. Niggas on the street smoked K2 when it first came out because they were like, "Yo, this is a crazy new thing."
Nigga, yeah.
And then niggas realized this ain't it, and then it was only behind the wall after a certain point. So, but yeah, so
Free Kodak from them drugs.
if he's on them, let's see. 𝙼𝙾𝚃𝚃 had Glasses Malone on this week.
Hilarious.
Who is a regular? He's like a OG 𝙼𝙃𝚃's.
He's part of the fandom. He's only been on
Right.
there twice, though. This was the second time.
Right.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it feels like he's been on there multiple times.
I feel
but
like this is at least 4.
it's because both episodes were
great.
pretty great.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
He has great perspective, and he's strong in his convictions.
yeah. So the thing that's funny about Glasses Malone is I was introduced to Glasses Malone because of the 𝙼𝙃𝚃s, obviously, and that was like, because he said it was been 8 years since I've been here, right? I think he said that on
it's
that
been
episode,
8 years since he's been back to there.
which is crazy. And I was like, damn. So the first time I heard about Glasses Malone was 8 years ago, which is just literally insane.
And
Because
you
I'm
just
like,
kept the thought in your head.
I'm just
for a
like,
decade.
holy shit! I've been listening to this nigga. Like I've been listening to 𝙼𝙃𝚃s for this long. You know,
Yeah.
like longer.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Perspective. Shit
but
crazy.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But it
Make
was
you
like
feel old, nigga.
when I first started listening to Glasses Malone, like I thought he was a great podcaster because that episode was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people are like good feature podcasters. Because I have watched Glasses Malone on more than one podcast and stuff like that, and just like him being a guest, and it's like I'm not locked that into Glasses Malone podcast
Just on his own.
just on his own or with his homies and stuff.
Mm.
And even not all his appearances work out for me.
Well, I mean, it's easy
For
when you
me.
got Charlamagne and Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, I don't know, but for this trio
Yeah,
works. You know
it
what I'm
just
saying?
works.
Yeah, they have a certain synergy between them.
They do for sure. And I put a clip in here where I love when somebody calls them out for being PC and they just don't want to say nothing. Like,
Yeah, they just act like it's a
they
one of
act
the
like
lesser charge allegations.
Yeah, they act like they haven't changed and other people are like out of pocket. Charlamagne was like, yeah, I'm definitely PC the God. You know what I'm saying?
He doubled down.
But Schultz just stayed quiet. But then is this the first clip?
Yeah, this is the one. It's right now on my thing. It's in between the office hours stuff, so it's not showing up properly. Probably.
Yeah, go ahead. You can play that one. I think this is. I can't remember honestly.
It's 3 minutes 15.
Show
What
them
you
your
got?
album, man. Cancel these
Cancel these
nuts.
nuts. Available on thecripstore.com. It's pretty fucking awesome.
You know he has a song
Sets.
on there, Schultz, called Kanye Shouldn't Have Married That Bitch.
So this is what's dope, right? Let me talk to you about this. Schultz would agree with me. See, Schultz ain't gonna PC all the way up. C is PC enough.
PC to God.
You can't, you can't turn a whore into a housewife. I don't gotta explain that.
That was
So-
good though. I don't know why I screen recorded
That's not
this.
true.
This
Cancel
whole
it.
conversation of her turning a hoe into a housewife.
But he called him PC in the beginning.
Yeah,
it's
he
probably
did.
the main objective.
That was the main objective. But there was something better. I wanted to add to the Charlamagne hates Alex lore.
That was too low.
It might be in here.
It's definitely this the second clip. That's that's the lore that I want to add to.
But you said that was too low though.
What was too low?
Him calling Kim K a hoe. Like you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
No.
Oh no, I didn't think that was too low. I just didn't understand. I don't know why I screen recorded that for so long.
Oh.
I was like, who wants to talk about that? Turning a hoe into a housewife. Like, I mean, we can have that conversation, but that's not a good use of time on this show. You know what I'm saying?
It's more a good use of time to try to understand why Charlamagne doesn't make bitches accountable for nothing.
Oh my God.
Like, it's kind of ridiculous the extent that he goes to blame a man for what women do.
He don't even know that word anymore.
What, bitch?
I don't.
You know? And this has been a thing for him for a very long time. Like, even when he wasn't necessarily PC, he always had a problem with holding a hoe accountable for herself.
I don't have another clip in here.
Damn, really?
It is always the man's fault. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Most of the time, fuck it.
It depends. After a certain point,
you gotta take
most of the time.
After a certain point in a relationship, yeah. But he's trying to justify shit that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, this nigga Charlamagne, man, it's like, I don't know how to say this.
Man, he's going through a little midlife crisis. He having some growing pains right now. He cool.
Charlamagne is just coasting. He's not doing any. He's not doing anything. Him not holding women accountable. Charlamagne is doing everything to just secure a check and get to the next day. He doesn't get. There's nothing progressive going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's actually very progressive.
Oh yeah, but like
it's
nothing.
But as far as like
nothing in terms of like. I'm not looking at him for breaking any new mold, elevating his conversation. I'm not looking at Charlamagne for any of that anymore. I'm just looking at a guy whose personality I enjoy when he's not sneak dissing, and that's about it.
He's kind of like Andre Iguodala.
Exactly.
For the last couple of years,
This nigga's always going to be a playmaker.
The nigga wasn't even getting on the court, but he was just making sure his rookies was intact.
Yeah.
That they had their moral compass. Had the confidence they needed to perform. But I don't think that he's in the mindset of I want to average 30 points per game this season.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's not because the content is I'm not looking for none of that. I mean, we're not gonna get it, and it's like it feels like I'm airdropping it over.
I hit accept already. Is it coming?
Okay. It just says loading right now, so
Alright.
but yeah. Oh fuck.
Phones drop so slow. That should
Yeah,
Right, what the fuck?
should be
they
funny
drop
as
with
shit.
just enough speed for you to catch it, but you just too busy reacting to it falling.
Hell
But yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. It's just interesting, you know. It's interesting watching his career.
It's canceled.
It's interesting watching it.
Oh, it's coming down.
His career and what he is evolved into. Because
or what if?
It's just interesting watching the person that he's turned into on camera.
He just-
Mind you, we don't know this nigga off camera at all.
It's just a little stagnation as far as like.
I don't see the
media.
stagnation going anywhere.
I mean, you
At
don't
least
think
not-
it's going anywhere?
Not for a very long time.
I mean,
Because he doesn't seem like he's
nothing stays the same forever.
He
It's
doesn't
gonna
seem
go
like
somewhere.
he doesn't seem like he's gonna be. He doesn't seem like he's in the mood to change anything anytime soon. I'm interested to know what's going to happen with the Breakfast Club in general. If Envy does get arrested and fired at some point, because then are we going to see him double down? But it's like I don't see him just trying anything new that's actually works and elevates who he is as the broadcaster. At this point, I'm not looking at Charlamagne the broadcaster. It's just Charlamagne, the nigga that jumps into politics every so often and doesn't really know what he's doing in there, but he's getting the look, so he can get better at it.
Sound like you just lost a little bit of respect for him.
Not respect, but
not necessarily respect. It's a little disappointment. It's a little disappointment.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
a little.
progression.
It's a little bit of disappointment in the progression because I see a nigga that's been put in line.
Yeah,
right.
And in the game that we
That's all
play,
that I see that more now. You know,
Yeah.
I see a nigga who's been silenced. I see a nigga who's been put in line.
Right.
Mind you, Charlamagne might be the fucking shit off the camera.
Right.
But we'll never know who that nigga is.
Right.
So I don't have nothing to look forward to on camera.
Man, you were real enthusiastic the last couple weeks ago though. So
yeah, you thought he was coming back.
Yeah.
I told you it was a fantasy.
Yeah, I thought it was.
But you see, in the game that we played, there's no like championship to go after every season. There's no like LeBron James. He still has an incentive Like there's still accolades on his resume that he's trying to get to that certain level of respect. With media, you kind of get it, and then once you have it, like once you're just a hallmark name, you can coast.
Yeah, he's in.
You
coast.
literally can just get in that coast mode and
He's
just
in
go
coast.
down the slope. Use gravity.
He's in coast mode for sure right now.
Absolutely,
For
I agree
sure.
with that. I agree with that
For sure.
I think something big.
And
coming up.
because of what he came from, I mean, if a nigga said it to me, I look like I've been tamed, I would be pretty upset about that. So, but it's because of such a hard transition of what he was. Like he didn't decide to
but we all
take what he was doing and elevate it into a more eloquent version and a more mature version. You can still chop a nigga.
He did for a while.
He did
for a while.
Where was that?
For a moment, because I mean, at the beginning, he was just way too rash for that to even hold up.
Right.
But then there was a point where he changed it up, and then he was a little more mature with it, but he was still asking the questions.
And
He
then
was
then it was just a sit down, nigga.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah, that's a great point. I feel like the best is yet to come. I feel like a lot of, especially what is looking like is about to happen with the Breakfast Club, there has to be a real breaking moment. You can hit that.
I don't think I'll see the next evolution of Charlamagne that'll have me looking at him like he's doing something that I would aspire to also match or be as good or better at until he gets away from the corporations. But he's comfortable in the corporations. He's a corporate nigga.
Yeah, literally. And
nigga,
he's having the time of his life there.
Yeah,
but
you know what I'm
eventually,
saying?
like, that has to fall through because nobody loves corporate.
No. Niggas love corporate.
Niggas love corporate, but after even niggas who love
Him,
corporate, they have
Ebro,
to
all these niggas
acknowledge-
love corporate.
They eventually have to acknowledge the downsides of being a corporate nigga, though. Like, you got to go home and look at yourself in the mirror.
They're probably just looking at the upsides of it though, because they have.
But when they go home, they're looking at it like a corporate person would look at it in terms of like
my security.
It's the argument that he had with Dame Dash. It's like you can get a lookout, you can get an opportunity, is what Dame called him, from a nigga on the block, or you can take the opportunity that you have at a job and take that money. That's how Charlamagne views it. And I think he did say that he's changed his mindset, his stance, where he was like, Dame was right. If you don't put the money up, you don't own it.
Yeah.
So that part, he does understand that part at least, but he's still on the whole, I'm gonna collect this check, and why would you let it go at the same time? But
nigga, it's
my thing is like, I do disagree a little bit in media doesn't have championships. Media and journalism having championships is breaking big stories. There's a championship to get every week, every time you jump on the microphone.
Breaking big stories.
Breaking stories would be a media championship.
Has Charlamagne ever broke a story?
Not that I know of off the top of my head.
First of all, the only journalists that break stories are people that you don't know their faces because
That's
they're
true
breaking
as
the
well.
story because they're writing the story.
That's
they're
true.
journalists.
That's true.
They're getting
that's
the
true.
information out there.
Yeah.
Like,
But there's the niggas that make it hot. And Charlamagne has made shit hot.
okay, well,
I don't know.
he's
I don't know what stories those are though. Honestly,
He
I don't
plays
know
a different position.
Okay, let me not say Charlamagne. The Breakfast Club has made stories hot.
Yeah, but we knew
Same
if it's the
shit.
Breakfast Club, it's
Same
Charlamagne.
shit.
Because Angela Yee and Evie definitely ain't coming with no.
But that's-
goddamn-
but that's why I
I'm
started by
DJ and V and Angela.
Yeah, no.
I'm the Breakfast Club. I'm respect.
Okay, yeah, we'll put it on them then.
You can respect him. But but he just plays a different position because it's some niggas like the TMZs of the world. They're supposed to present the facts and the information. We go to niggas like Charlamagne for the conversation around that and the perspective that he could possibly give on this.
Around what?
Around any story that's breaking.
I don't go to him for that.
we
no
go to
more.
him-
current
we go to him
event,
for
any topic.
interviews.
I don't go to him for that because I don't feel like his education on certain things has elevated.
So you tuned into the Breakfast Club majority for the interviews.
That's the only thing I tune into the Breakfast Club for. I've
Well-
never tuned into the Breakfast Club for the full show.
See, back in the day, I wouldn't watch the full show, but I would watch the interviews and the clips of them just talking about certain events.
I wouldn't. I would watch
When
the
Will
interviews.
Smith-
I would watch the interviews, and I would watch. They used to have more created segments outside of Donkey in the Day
And the Rumor Report.
And Rumor Report. They used to have like calling people. Damn, they used to do this thing
They
where
still
they
do it, like the Freaky
where they-
Friday shit or whatever.
Not that. It would be like they would try to
Just-
hook niggas up and
Just
shit.
other shit.
Just
Like,
other shit.
oh,
but-
it,
yeah,
it was
that's
probably
true.
like 60.
Yeah.
It was
I remember.
probably like 60-40 for me. I used to just only interviews and like
Yeah.
Donkey of the Day.
But even
That's about
Donkey
it.
of the Day and Rumor Report are both what do you even call it? Segments where they're talking about current events and giving their perspective on the shit.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. But that's still only 60%. That show is a lot more shit in that show.
It's a lot more shit than that show, but I feel like overall, especially on YouTube, niggas was tuning in for that in the interviews.
Yes.
I wasn't. But I get what you're saying.
Yes, people were.
I was interviews, Donkey of the Day.
Because that's primarily
it.
what they were dropping. They're dropping the interviews. They're dropping the rumor report.
They
dropping
always,
Donkey of the
they
Day.
always used to drop the full episode too.
And then the full joint, yeah.
And it's like back then they could score from anywhere on the court. Like it didn't really matter what
they
they
had
like. If you was going to them, you was going to them.
They were so
because,
hot, it didn't matter where you were getting the points from. Yeah, true.
Them niggas was just,
But this is the ad to the Charlamagne. Should I hit the bell on this?
We haven't watched this shit yet.
Because we kind of started talking about something else.
I thought we watched this shit.
Not yet.
No. We've been talking shit.
So this is I just want to add to the lore of Charlamagne hates Alex Media.
Mm-hmm. Any perspective, any opinion that he has immediately gets shut down by the God.
And I'm okay with that. And 9 times out of 10, when Charlamagne shut them down, I'm like, God damn, somebody's there representing my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
He said, thank the God.
Yeah, because I'm not the hugest. I don't dislike Alex, but on Brilliant Idiots, I don't find him necessary. You know what I'm saying? But it was just, this moment was funny because they opened up, they tossed into the air niggas that get their fingernails painted and let Glasses Malone just go in.
Alex being a nigga who gets his fingernails painted.
Alex being a nigga who gets his fingernails painted. But you know what? It's like you having a homeboy that's homophobic and you saying, and you know what I'm saying, you know there's a nigga with his fingernails painted and be like, how you feel about niggas that get this? And you just know he's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
That's what that was. And it was like this moment where, Charlamagne and Shows look at each other. They're just like,
hello. They both,
They're like, oh shit, you just fed this nigga to the sharks. You know what I'm saying?
And is Charlamagne wearing one of his shirts? Is that his shirt?
It looks like an 𝐼𝙾𝚃 logo, nigga.
This nigga branded.
I don't know.
That's probably terrible. Oh my God, that's bad. Is it? Nigga branded.
I'll run it.
Nah, that's not bad.
All right.
A nigga being branded?
He's wearing the brand.
Like he came up with it. He was the first person, or him and his partners are the first person.
I mean, I think more fashion stuff like the painting of the fingernails.
And I still don't know nobody, none of my homeboys, nobody I know in Watts, nobody I know in South Central, nobody I know in Inglewood, no street guys I know in Atlanta are running around with their fingernails painted. I don't know nobody.
Wait, why
There's
not?
got to be some dudes in Atlanta. Come on.
Yeah, come
Zero.
on.
Yeah.
Atlanta?
The dudes, if they do, they actually like penis as men.
Come on.
No, that's not true.
Yes.
Hey, come on,
You
bro.
think just because a man got his fingernails painted, they like
He
penis?
the only guys I've ever been to
Dick?
Atlanta see that's a serious commitment.
Glasses
That's
still
why I don't really
know.
play with gay people, bro. That's a
What do you
as
mean,
a man
G?
to take penis is a serious commitment. That's why I don't play with that. That's
What do you
serious.
mean?
I don't
You
have
don't
no
play with
jokes
it.
about it. I don't play with it because you got to go through some shit to take penis.
You
That's
gotta eat
different.
the right meals.
Just get some lube.
No, no.
Spit on that
I respect
motherfucker.
that. I don't want no parts of that. No, that's not gonna work. That's serious. So again, it's not about gay men because
He's
that's
going
a
in and
special.
they don't even realize
even
it's
all this
them.
stuff.
But a
where
lot of that stuff not gay though. Just because you get your fingernails painted ain't gay.
I agree.
I
with
don't
you.
get my nails painted, but
I agree with
anybody
you.
ain't get their nails painted?
It's not gay. Nobody
out
get
there.
their nails painted.
Yeah, I do.
I know
Do
somebody.
you know somebody from your community, from your hood? See, he working here. Do your homeboys from where you from?
Far Rock, Queens. But
Far
yeah,
Rock,
nah,
you
they
from
give
the
me
ghetto?
they give me a really hard time about
They
it.
supposed to.
Yeah.
And you supposed to do it
supposed
because you are an artist. You over here directing
He's
the
not an
sound.
artist.
No, he is. He's an art of sound. Y'all don't respect. I know what that's like, bro.
Exactly.
Much fuck what they.
He got his toenails done too.
No, he
No, I
don't.
don't.
Yeah,
No, he don't.
You do
Big
get your
commitment.
toenails done, yo.
Yes, he
That's
do.
causing
But you
love.
did.
No, he don't. He denied it for him. No, he don't. That can't be possible. that can't be possible.
I will say, I do know niggas that get their nails painted and they're not gay that I know of.
That is true.
I mean, Drake, literally when Drake painted his fingernails, that was literally the okay for niggas to get their nails painted.
I thought that was
Nigga,
such a
if you was
terrible
waiting
move.
on Drake to do it, you was gay.
Nigga, that's what most
That's what
niggas
most
did.
niggas did, bro.
Okay, I remember
Not
there was.
everybody did it after Playboy Cardi or
Yeah, I remember there was a time period way back in the day, like during Sexual Eruption, Snoop Dogg, like he was getting his fingernails painted, and nobody was doing it. Like it was just him doing it, but it was like Yachty. But literally when Drake did it, I go out and I see niggas with their fingernails
All the
painted
time, bro.
all the time.
You
It's
go
regular
out?
now.
You go out? Where,
Did it give
nigga?
you any confidence to do this?
No, fuck no. I just
Good, nigga.
no, none.
Old school masculinity, toxic shit.
What if it's a cross on your fingertips? What if it's God on your
I'm
fingertips?
good, nigga. I don't need none of that.
Yeah, I never.
You wouldn't get a money sign?
Nah, I'm struggling
Your
with
mother's initial, your mother's name.
But the
about
fact
to
that
say-
Glasses Malone, you know why Glasses Malone podcast just never really hit for me is just because it's too West Coast. I think I'm West Coast out. I'm West Coasted out.
Nah, it's just West Coast niggas think they so important.
No
They make
Jumper did
everything
something
about
to you,
West
man.
Coast.
Oh no, the West Coast is so deep that they don't really have to talk about much out of it.
Bruh, they don't understand that there's more to the world than the West Coast.
There
It's
isn't
like,
to them.
Yeah, there is nothing bigger than the West Coast to them, and it's just like, this is crazy.
Them niggas delusional. They crazy.
Now, does that mean
Shout
that
out
there's
to West
nothing
Coasters.
going down in the South that gives us a lot of room to pay attention to other shit?
South got something to say.
South got a lot of shit going on. If
Yeah,
we just
we've been running.
chose, if we
Atlanta been
chose,
running hip hop for the last 15 years
Yeah, in terms of music.
in terms of music.
But I feel like just
terms of
everyday
media-
West Coast nigga just living on his day-to-day life. He's dealing with so much that he doesn't have to worry about what's going on in New York. It's interesting enough out there.
he's
You know what it
dealing
is?
with so much.
The West Coast niggas are trapped. I don't know how this got on this, but West Coast niggas are trapped because they were able to make so much money off of commercializing gangbanging that they don't feel a need to do anything else outside of that. Like they're stuck in the 90s.
Yeah,
Like
them
they're
niggas-
stuck in the 90s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas are spinning blocks maybe twice as much in Zone 6 in fucking Atlanta. But they don't have time to be on the internet fucking trying to commercialize the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just like, nigga, I kill people. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a regular, but they're just gonna go to the studio and make a song about it.
And
They're
then
not-
get their nails painted.
yeah, maybe. They're not gonna try to like do a podcast as well, talk about it. It's just like West Coast niggas love to just like commercialize their gangbanging, I guess. I don't
Which
know.
is, they have a good business sense that you got to profit off of, what you're good at.
Whack 100.
It's like, shit.
Get down. Get down. Need to add that sound.
You got to do it smartly. A whack 100 sound?
Yeah. Get down. Get
down.
down.
That might be bad luck.
Yeah, there's a drop.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, that might be a calling, a war signal.
I was about to
Yeah,
say.
it might be. Get down. But yeah, man, I don't know if Charlamagne really don't like this nigga Alex Media.
I don't even think it's conscious. I think that I think they truly have two different paradigms in the way they see shit. So they
Yeah.
always gonna disagree.
They're never gonna like be on the same page.
Yeah. They both express their fluidity in different ways.
That episode was good though.
It was a good episode though.
So
Either way.
I had a crazy laugh at that the end of it when Taylor talked about having sex with two niggas at one time.
Yeah, nah, Taylor just ruined her whole reputation.
Two in the one
this
day.
episode.
Two in one day. Yeah.
That
When
shit
she was there when they were asking what's a hoe.
Oh boy, that was hilarious.
She never said she did it.
No,
though.
she never did.
She was
She
just
never said it.
asking.
But the way she
Yeah.
asked was like she's asking to see if she's okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like, is 2 in one day too much,
nigga, Glasses
Yeah.
and Malone was laughing his ass off. And
Yeah, he couldn't stop
he
laughing.
couldn't stop, bro. But yeah, that was
But yeah,
good.
the last couple Brilliant Idiots episodes have been pretty good though.
Definitely
So-
a hoe, though. Anybody confused? Definitely a hoe. Bitch, you are a hoe.
She fucked 2 dudes in one day?
Yeah, that's a hoe.
That's a hoe.
for sure.
One time?
Your pussy working
That's a hoe.
twice as hard. Like,
One time.
2 dudes in one day, one time. Hoe.
if your girl now,
At one time.
if your girl now
that's a
told
change.
you that she fucked 2 dudes in one day before,
Yeah. She's a slut, but that's because it's my girl.
you're fucking crazy.
Wait, what?
Because that's my girl.
If it's a
Like,
regular girl,
If it's just a bitch, I'm fucking just randomly and she fucked 2 dudes in one day before. I'm like,
she's a
fuck it, bitch.
hoe.
Nah.
She's a hoe.
It doesn't matter if
Doesn't
she's
mean
a girl.
That's probably why I like her.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're not gonna do nothing, but that's a hoe.
One
Nigga.
time? God damn. Sorry for you bitches. Y'all can't do shit.
Yes. Don't move. Don't.
Everybody's a hoe. But honestly, if we're gonna talk about like that question that they had, I think everybody's hoe-ness is different. I think it depends on how you judge your own hoe-ness, right? So like some people might thinking having sex with 2 different people in 1 month is being a hoe. Some people might think two having sex with 2 different people in 1 week is a hoe.
Yeah, so how long do you have to wait in between fucking somebody to not be a hoe? If you
For
can't
who?
fuck
For a man or for a woman?
And why is it different?
Oh, it's definitely different.
It's definitely different.
Why is
Definitely
that?
different.
Because
Have
the
you
main,
have
the
you
main the
been
main reason
inside a pussy?
Yeah. Several times. Twice in one day once.
The fact that
the main reason it's we judge them harder for it is because it's so much easier for them to get it.
Yeah.
Like we have to. They don't have to apply any
pressure.
Anything.
Yeah.
They can just ask for it and they get it.
Yeah.
So when you think about the grand, if she could realistically get 100 dudes to fuck her in one day, it's too that bad.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yes.
Yes. Because you're abusing your power. See,
Now you jealous.
No.
That's envy.
For sure. I mean, for us it's a championship. If I get 3 and 4 in a week, different shit, I did that, nigga.
You're a good salesman.
My game was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm telling my niggas about it, bro. That week was crazy, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing something crazy. Like that's a championship. Niggas, women don't have that struggle. They don't have that struggle. They don't go through that. You know what I'm saying? It's a
So what
different
if she's
game.
an ugly bitch? Is she a
They
hoe?
still
She
don't go
fucked 2
through
dudes
it.
in one day?
They still don't go through it like that.
It doesn't matter how ugly they
doesn't
are.
matter how
There's a
ugly
horny
they are.
nigga ready.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't see the I didn't work with some ugly chicks. I didn't believe it until I saw a chick at my job one time, and she was on a dating site, and she was objectively just like horrendous. She showed me her dating profile, nigga. It was lit all day. Niggas in there trying to commit, not commit like
commit to the smash.
Commit to the smash, and I was like, this is crazy. I'm like, so literally all of y'all have this option, like
because
all
niggas,
of y'all.
Niggas look at them as the easy mark. So
Yeah.
niggas look at them as
Theirs
like,
might
I just
even
need
be
to get
worse
some.
than a prettier girl.
Facts. I would believe that. Actually.
Yeah, theirs might actually be worse. Than
Worse?
a
Maybe not worse.
Might
Probably
be.
close to the same level. Though.
Pretty girls are pretty delusional too.
They're delusional.
They delusional as fuck.
But until they aren't, and when they aren't, they become dangerous.
Like it's the worst type of bitch is like a bitch who's like ugly forever until
then
like
she gets
after
cute.
high school.
Yeah,
And then she
Those
blows
be the
up.
bitches that are like, okay, bitch, we get it. You know what I mean?
You look good now.
Because they got to overcompensate for all the years I'm not looking good.
And it's
They
really
gotta get it back.
It's really they subconscious. The bitches don't even know they doing it.
But goddamn it. So if she fucked 2
To
dudes.
answer your own question,
If she fucked 2 dudes in 48 hours, she's a hoe.
and to answer your own question, imagine if it was your girl.
Yeah, but I mean, I fuck with bitches that do
It's
that.
okay though.
You
You saying
I don't
that like
mind
it's
a
not
hoe.
okay. It's okay to be a hoe.
Yeah, I'm not judging hoes.
I feel
though.
like the qualification to be a hoe has to be deeper than that.
Nah,
I feel like it has to be.
nah.
Because that means all these bitches are hoses.
Not necessarily. Like,
Yeah.
you would be surprised. There's actually a lot of women. Some say they're in, the fucking eastern part of the world. You feel me? That like they're just not hoes.
And we got to stop using the word hoe because hoe is very specific. I feel like a hoe gets paid
There's a lot of women out here who don't even like having more than 2 bodies in a year.
because of how niggas gonna treat her.
Yeah, but that
She's
means
a
that,
slut 'cause she
that
fucked
means,
2
that
niggas
means
in
that,
12 months.
No,
that
it's
means
not
that compared to the girl who is cool with having the 2 in a day, there's a difference. That one's more of a hoe than the other.
And it's also
long
a
combo,
confidence
but yeah.
issue because if you're scared of the fact of how you're going to be looked at by other people, you're not confident enough in yourself. You're not even confident enough in your hoeing, so you definitely shouldn't be hoeing then. I'm not a confident hoe. Like, bitch, at least hoe with some confidence. Hoe with some strut.
Oh yeah, I don't like a.
I don't think I disagree.
I don't like an insecure hoe.
Man,
God,
hoes that like they kind of like don't even really know they hoes.
Stuck up about their wholeness.
Yeah.
Well, I
Like,
wouldn't
bitch,
say
you
they're
a hoe.
insecure. Them bitches just in denial.
Possibly.
Them bitches want strut. Yeah.
But I got something else. So let's see.
Child, yeah.
Speaking of going in on hoes, DJ Akademiks crashed out
I didn't see this one.
on Glorilla.
I did not see this.
So
Yeah, I saw this a little bit.
𝙼𝙾𝚃 got blocked because he didn't like. I gotta give you the whole story real quick.
Because he.
𝙼𝙾 got blocked by Glorilla because he didn't like that Cha-Cha Slide song, Cha-Cha Slide remix, whatever the hell that thing was that she did, that she dropped. He was like,
PR stunt.
yeah, that PR stunt. He was like, this ain't it. She blocked him. Then on live stream, everybody was in the comments like, unblock Kai. And then Glorilla was like, if that nigga made his bed, he gotta lay there.
No, make your voice deeper.
If that nigga made his bed, he gotta lay there.
Yeah.
So pretty much, she's like, fuck it. And then, I guess in another live rant, she went at Akademiks. Also, she apologized to Kai.
Because
And then went at Akademiks after she apologized to Kai. Like,
basically,
which was weird.
What Akademiks was saying was that, like, at first, so Kai didn't like the song. She said some shit to Kai, her label said some shit to her.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, don't you ever say something about Kai again. He's the hottest thing out right now.
right.
So she tries to divert that energy that
Over
she
to
had to
Akademiks.
Kai to Akademiks. You get what I mean?
I feel
she
it.
tried to transmute. The bitch was trying to do some magician. Do some magic. Some Memphis magic, nigga.
Hey, so
But-
Alchemy, nigga.
But it's also like, it is kind of like, it's fucked up.
It's
It's
weird
fucked
that she
up.
did that, but do y'all think Akademiks went too hard?
We got to play it.
Oh
Nah,
yeah, did you see it?
I haven't seen
Mind you, I think this clip that I put in here, this is like 30 seconds, nigga. This is like a 20-minute rant, my nigga. Like
When the woman,
it's something.
I've never heard him go that hard on a bad bitch before. So it's definitely something with her.
I'm glad you said bad bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say redefine that for me, but
No. Just hit play at this
I got
point.
you. I
Yeah, that was the perfect intro.
She's a ratchet hood rat bitch. Sorry, I'm not being politically correct. I'll tell you what it is. She came in looking like this. Her hair was fucked up. Everything about her was fucked up. Look at her in the F&F video. She look a hot mess. But we know a bitch that look a fucking hot mess.
Jesus Christ.
Gap tooth, teeth kind of, you know what I mean, lime green. She got the little baby hairs that's not babying. The wig looks atrocious. Jail tats, no titties, flat ass. She kind of looked like a nigga. Dyke vibes.
holy shit.
Bro, this is a 20-minute rant.
Holy shit.
With that energy consistent throughout all 20 minutes.
Holy
Yeah, it was
shit.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, like it
And
was
I remember
crazy.
I was just smoking and like he was live. I just was tuning into this shit live.
I kind of tuned into
So-
the back end of it live. Yeah.
So I saw this shit live. I was like, God damn, like why is this so? But he ended up telling the story. I was like, God damn, he's so mad. You know what I mean?
right.
But I don't know, man, and it really comes down because he even said it like bitch, your label pays me.
Yeah.
Like he was in a live. He was like, Glorilla.
Yeah, he was.
Your label pays me.
You
Like
trying to
I'm
level
being
with the
paid
bitch.
right now to talk shit
And then-
about.
and then he was like-
like, they're gonna pay me again.
No, and then he was like, "And just because you did that, the price fucking went up for you."
Yeah, he was like triple now.
Yeah,
It's triple for
yeah.
Big Act. I was like, God damn.
But that's the thing, though. It's like
Niggas was saying like, yo, why you going hard on women? And I'm
Why?
like, man,
see, this is the thing,
like
though.
once a bitch got you fucked up, like what?
But this is
You
the thing,
gotta
though.
do something.
No, once a bitch rap about shooting niggas,
Yeah, but
she's
I
fair
also,
game.
I also understand. So, but you also got like, Ak has this philosophy of like not being a punching bag
Yeah.
because like he felt like he was a punching bag for so long in hip hop.
In middle school.
No, I don't
In
think.
life.
I don't think
Let's
that's.
just say in life.
I don't even think that's. His, I'm gonna let you go, but I don't think that's his philosophy. I
No,
think
no.
it's just a hierarchy issue because if somebody
Because he's so high
above
up.
him was punching down, he would be cool with it. I think it's just a hierarchy issue
Gotcha.
because a lot of he was just saying like bitch, you not even hot for real, and like you was only hot
Gotcha.
for like 6 months. And you not hot now, so bitch, you can't even like say something to me.
And even
Okay,
physically,
that's
she's
true.
His
not
main
hot.
point.
That's true because he doesn't go crazy on like Charlamagne, even though
His
he's-
main-
yeah.
That's
His
because they're
main-
media. But
his
when it's
main
rappers,
points-
it's like classes for him too.
His main points against Glorilla was time and money. Both are things that which she doesn't have over him.
The most
Right.
valuable
in the
resources.
game. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Those,
So
those
it was
were his,
like-
those were his 2 points.
It's really just unfortunate, man. But I mean, I don't know.
But I don't
think-
know, man. It's like, see, this is the thing. Okay, going crazy on a chick, it's damn near impossible not to look crazy, right? Like when you go 10 toes like that, right? So it's one thing if he just gave us that rant minus all these like insults.
Unless
you know
she
what I'm
cheated on you.
Yeah, unless something like that happened. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it's like he's had stuff like this happen so often. I'm surprised it gets him like so worked up still. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
to where it's like, I wonder, does he feel like he ever has to elevate out of that? You know, like advancing his performance on the microphone. It's like you can blend a nigga up on the mic, but there's like an early stage. It might just be like being real vile and vulgar, right? He seems to be like, it seems like he's just okay with that being his style forever. Like if Akademiks is around for another 10 years, at 40 years old, is he still gonna have this same energy?
Maybe.
I mean, shit. Star
That'd be crazy.
Star doing, yeah, nigga.
Yeah,
I was
I was
watching
just thinking
Star.
that.
This nigga, I never I'm a big because I never really fully watched Star. I've just always known of the
Star
nigga.
Report.
Yeah, shout out Star Report.
Yeah.
I've just always known him, just seen y'all talk about him.
Yeah.
I watched a full episode.
The nigga goes
The
crazy.
nigga is crazy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like
clinically.
Like the shit he's
but it's not that consistent.
and he's 45. I just said the
60,
age. I don't know.
60 something.
Jesus he looks he
or 59.
He looks
or something
45.
Like
this
59.
nigga hydrated than a motherfucker.
But yeah, but pretty much like but there's levels to it though. Like it's not just him tripping out the whole time. Unless you watch the Crash Out episode. Now he does have Crash Out episodes. And there's Crash Out episodes for sure. He hasn't had one in a while.
I think
But
Akademiks.
Friday is normally Crash Out day.
I'm gonna say this. This is I can't think of the last time he just went off on somebody. So I'm gonna say Akademiks is doing pretty good.
right.
As far as like
He's calmed down a little
bettering
bit.
himself.
Yeah.
Because I was watching it. Like I said, I was just tuning in live.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'm gonna make an example out of this bitch." I was
He
like,
says it about
"Oh my
everybody
God."
though.
He does say that about
Word.
everybody.
He says I'm gonna make an example out of them everybody to where you
Yo,
I'll
Akademiks
make
is
sure you-
Jamaican. How do you feel about this?
I don't feel any way about it.
No, how do you feel about
I don't
this?
think
I
it
just told you,
correlates.
nigga. I feel no way about it.
I don't think it
You're lying.
correlates to his nationality. I think that he's taken so many hits,
In
especially
life.
coming up
Yeah,
in
that's
life,
just a
in
nigga
the
that-
game, that he's at the point where it's like, nigga, I'm gonna exercise anybody that comes from me.
Yeah, it's
And
just
it's a lot easier with women for him for some reason.
it comes off way too.
Because I think there's a certain level of violence that probably isn't gonna happen because it is a woman, unless
Yeah.
it's on her behalf. Like him going in on a nigga, especially a nigga who could probably do something about it, is not likely to happen.
It's a couple different things. It's the fact that it's Akademiks. We know he's probably been bullied when he was younger.
the fact that we always speak from that perspective.
We always bring it back to
That's
that.
that.
I know that nigga hates that. Well, I don't know if you
Well,
watch
maybe
it,
he was probably like just the cool nigga that was just got picked on.
but it's
But
just like
whatever. We all know a
it's
nigga
just
like
we know who he is. Yeah.
But and then it's also the amount of time he spent in the game,
Yeah.
the amount of money he's made off the game,
Yeah.
the fact that her label is
Paid.
paying him. You feel me? Like
I feel
he's
you.
getting paid to beef
I
with
feel
her.
you 100%, bro.
I actually, the more we talk about it, the more I feel X.
So that's why
Yeah.
it's like, but you just gotta
But this is the
understand,
thing,
like
though,
you
it's
only been
like-
hot for like 5 months, and that was last year.
But think about like, okay, I enjoy a good crash out because his crash outs are funny. So it's like, let's just say, I don't think he's wrong for crashing out on her, right?
And what's a crash out?
A crash out is when a nigga just loses it. They kind of short circuit and they just go crazy. You know
The
what I'm
Japanese call it a kamikaze.
Yeah,
This was a short circuit.
A little bit. Did you
The
not hear
circuit-
that just now? That
the
was
circuit
And that was only a 30-second
circuit.
clip.
The circuit
He
board
poured a whole
failed
bottle of Henny
Yeah.
in his computer
on the
monitor.
circuit board directly.
Yeah,
It failed.
that was pretty
He
crazy.
just called her ghetto and ugly.
That wasn't it.
That was
It wasn't
30 seconds.
Yeah, that was
the
30
nigga
seconds.
was flowing for
But
30 for like 30 minutes.
You made it real simple. Don't act like he didn't break that down surgically and say ghetto in 5 different ways in 30 seconds.
In 4 different languages.
Yeah, he really goes crazy, and it's like I just don't understand. I just wonder.
Yeah.
Pretty much, does he ever plan on upgrading his microphone skill? Because getting better at insulting people is not upgrading your skill on the microphone. Is pretty much what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
At least you're saying he's better at
I think he
insulting
is because
He's great. I think he's one of the best at insulting. Like when that nigga is drunk, the way his shit be flowing and rolling, like he be going crazy, bro.
Does it count when you drunk?
Ooh, you know what? It's a good question. Actually, he
Is that
goes
a performance
He
enhancer?
goes
Yes.
pretty crazy. It counts because he goes crazy sober too.
Okay.
He goes crazy sober too. He might be better sober, honestly. I haven't really been able to judge it just because I didn't realize. I think I underestimated how much Akademiks drinks.
he drinks a lot.
And when niggas drink a lot, I don't even know when he's. I don't know what sober rants I've seen, and I don't know what drunk rants I've
because
seen.
it's like even like he drunk at noon, even though he recording at 6.
Yeah,
he not
you know-
drunk, but he little.
Yeah,
little twisted.
like if
He's
he blew on
definitely
like a breathalyzer, this shit gonna read
You
type
feel me?
shit. You know what I mean?
At
So
any
it's
point
like,
of the day.
yeah. So I don't know what version of drunk like.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, yo, he really drinks a lot, my nigga. Like, god damn, like,
But I think he does improve his skill, like orative skill, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's doing a podcast as well. So I think he's gonna eventually
But I think
increase
it's-
a little bit, but maybe just interview format.
It
may
might-
not be.
yeah, that interview format has
Yeah.
always been elevating. I think he's, you know,
he's
his
getting better
interview,
on
yeah.
that.
It's all vertically integrated. It's going to help each other.
Right.
Yeah. But man, when he crashes out, he just fucking goes.
Yeah, because you know at that point, nigga, you have nothing to lose.
He right.
Well, you already signed up for this kamikaze. We gonna
then-
blow this plane up.
That's
Yeah.
another thing. He has literally nothing to lose. Like Akademiks ain't like dumb. Like it's Glorilla we're talking about. He even said it like, look, like you're nobody.
Yeah.
He's not doing this to Beyonce.
Oh wait, you're about to go back.
He's not doing this to Nicki Minaj.
So speaking of all that,
Nah, he actually did.
This is the best part. So, oh my bad. I know, I forgot. I just thought about that, but I figured we
Nigga
break
trying
it
to get
up.
his beverage.
Yeah, my bad. But okay, speaking of academics crashing out and going crazy on these females.
Yeah.
Saucy Santana wants smoke with him. Apparently, Saucy Santana he want that fade with him. I didn't know that for the way that he was talking about like Carisha. You know, that's his best friend.
Who's Saucy Santana's best friends with Carisha?
I think so. Yeah.
It's just such an elaborate.
Why you
world
acting like
we
that don't
live
make
in.
sense?
You ain't know
Nah,
that?
I just
They're
didn't know
both
that.
from Miami too.
Never made the connection.
Wait, I think. I don't fucking know. Who cares?
They're
But
kinda
long story short,
synonymous with
It don't
each other.
matter. Yeah.
I saw a video of Saucy Santana on Reddit. I said, "Oh shit!" I was thinking, Akademiks, you
That's
need
a
to take
problem.
this seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Like this is a real threat. Oh Jesus Christ! And he has nails.
That's the only thing that
You can
let's
fuck act
just
up
watch
with
this first, and then we'll talk about who y'all think will win in a fight.
I already know who I think I'm going to go ahead though.
Academics, you keep talking about what the fuck Carisha said to you, what the fuck, how Carisha felt about you, is how she felt about you. Me being her best friend, that don't have nothing to fucking do with me. In the hood, and in a lot of urban cultures, when you see boys that are acting feminine, that are being messy, that are being extra and doing shit, that's what you address them as. Even as me being a gay man, I don't move like a and it's a lot of other gay boys that's feminine or whatever, but everybody don't move like you move like a and that's why bitches is always calling you that. It don't have nothing to do with nobody else. You always on the internet starting shit with bitches. I wake up this morning, you starting shit with Glorilla, a girl. What the fuck is you bothering her for? What the fuck is you doing interviews? Keep talking about 𝙼𝙾𝚃 for? You think nobody won't press you up? And that's the motherfucking problem. We was hoping to see you at the Roots picnic, but apparently it was the wrong day. Nobody don't ever know where you at, but we all have public flyers and posters on our motherfucking page. So Tuesday, 𝙼𝙾𝚃 has a party in Miami. She having a Halloween party. Pull up on us. Pull up and come holler. And it's not the behind us.
Who's doing his voiceovers?
That's him.
Yeah, I was joking, but like this shit is kind of crazy. It's like he doesn't look like he should sound like that.
Nah.
And the 1v1, who y'all got? Academics or Saucy?
Well, obviously Akademiks, because I feel like Saucy fights like a girl still. Like he's gonna try to pull out his hand.
I think Saucy. I think Saucy.
I don't have Saucy.
I think Saucy can bench more than AJ. But I also think he can run faster than Lauren. I think this nigga.
But you just compared it to two old ass niggas.
I think Saucy Santana is the ultimate athlete if he chooses to be.
If he chooses to be.
If he chooses to be.
I don't know where you getting that from.
Okay.
But I think it partially depends on what
See how
Saucy's
tall
wearing for
he
the
is.
day.
How tall is Saucy Santana?
Without his heels.
Saucy Santana's a nigga at the end of the day. And gay dudes.
You gotta understand.
Gay dudes have gotten in way more fights than straight men.
That's what I was gonna say.
But they're usually
have
fighting
more-
women.
No, they be fighting niggas.
I've seen them
They be
fight
fighting
women.
niggas.
Like
I seen gay
niggas are
dudes-
other gay dudes.
Niggas.
Niggas
I've seen
and
that.
gay dudes.
Yeah.
They
Niggas
both
and gay dudes, yeah. Nigga, gay niggas be fighting,
Gay
bro.
niggas are amongst the most aggressive people in
Yeah,
society.
bro. And they kind of have to be, my nigga.
All the
Like,
fights I've ever seen, they fought like
They
women.
have to be. I mean,
I don't think I've ever seen
'cause
a
they-
gay dude
so
fight
much
a woman.
contention.
No, like women.
No, when I see gay dudes fight, these niggas are boxing, bro. I've never seen them fight like I see them square
but
the
you
fuck
see, the
up.
funny thing is, I get what you're saying, but fighting is fighting.
Yeah.
Like it's about who wins.
It doesn't even
You know
matter
what I'm
the
saying?
style.
Saucy
of it.
Santana
Oh,
is 5'10" and
He's washing
95
him.
kilograms.
He's washing him. He's washing him. And that weight is probably from like when he was poor, 95 kilograms. That can't be.
But you need to know how many pounds is that?
That's it's like
210.
Akademiks is way more than 210 pounds.
I think Akademiks
shit.
are shorter though.
Yeah.
Akademiks I think is like 5'7", 8"
Yeah,
maybe.
he is. I
But he's
think
not
so.
that much shorter.
no, he's shorter and he weighs more, which it immobilizes him. He can't move.
Yeah, 5'8".
5'8". I think
Come on,
Saucy
man.
got that.
2
bro.
inches shorter, but probably 50 pounds heavier? Nah.
Saucy got that
I
shit.
think Saucy got
Nah.
that nigga for real.
No.
I think the only thing inhibiting Saucy Santana is the fact that he has those nails and he can't get a real punch off.
Well, that might
Yeah.
be a plus. He might
That-
just slash it,
Well, he's gonna have
lacerate
to
the
snap
nigga.
him
I
off
think-
beforehand. Like fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I think that would inhibit his punch. You know, not being able to get that
Well,
fist with them long ass nails.
we don't know. Saucy, that's what I'm. This nigga might be like, we don't know if they're acrylic. They might just be detachable for cases like this. Like he
Yeah,
just
yeah.
closes his fist and they just come out. Nigga, it's like Wolverine, nigga. It's just
It's like
break
Wolverine
apart.
in reverse.
Yeah,
But
it's
I'm
just
not
break
gonna
apart.
lie. I know Akademiks has had smoke with like a lot of people and like told them pull up and shit like that. But if Saucy Santana, like I don't think he ever expected Saucy Santana to have an issue with him. So like I almost wish Saucy Santana
Didn't say nothing.
Didn't say nothing.
Yeah,
I almost wish like a natural interaction
Yeah,
happened. You know what I'm saying? Because
But you see,
sound like this nigga's ready to go.
DJ Akademiks is like, he's probably not even gonna respond to Saucy. Like, what do you
don't think so?
Nah, he is. He got to.
He has to.
Akademiks responds to everybody.
Yeah, he
pretty much.
does.
That's his thing. Like
That's how he keeps his thing
Yeah,
rolling.
that's like he responds to everybody.
Is there a video of Saucy Santana doing something athletic? Because I don't get where
I don't
this
know,
is coming
but
from.
there is
for you
one
niggas.
time I saw Saucy Santana. There was a video.
Can we look up Saucy Santana fight?
He had gotten to. Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Because like he's probably been in a fight before on film.
Cat fight, nigga.
Oh yeah, nothing real.
You have to go to Twitter honestly to see a fight.
Yeah,
because
Yeah, nigga.
YouTube ain't playing that shit.
Nigga, they with labels, they got that shit taken down.
I really want that. Wonder what that nigga's hands is hitting.
Saucy Santana squabble. See what pull up.
Not squabble. Not squabble.
that ain't gonna work.
If he was from
He
California,
might be doing some other shit.
That's some other shit. Academic shit.
Yeah, squabble too
I don't
vague.
know, man. So y'all really think poorly of Akademiks then?
Nah, it's just being realistic, man. It's knowing.
Yeah, I'm just.
You see, you
going
gotta
realistic.
understand, man. You know what I mean?
I've seen gay niggas fighting. They got hands sometimes, bro. Like a lot of times they got hands.
And it's
And
not
that
even.
windmill
It's
is
not even
crazy.
about like gay niggas. It's about Saucy Santana and fucking DJ Akademiks.
Well, I won't say a lot of times. I've seen a few niggas.
I was about to say, y'all
Yeah, I've
niggas
seen-
making
I've
it seem
seen-
like
no.
gay
I've-
niggas is kangaroos.
No,
like,
I've just seen a few
niggas could
niggas.
just box
Because
and
when he
jump
said
high.
windmill, I was like, I have seen that too. You know,
I'm gonna be real. World Star Hip Hop used to have like at least once a day. Those fight compilations videos, it was
Yeah.
always one of them. One of them fight
Yep.
compilations was a gay dude versus a straight guy
Yep.
that was talking shit about him.
then he put in
they
work.
Were
Yep.
they were normally in the mall,
Yep.
somewhere or at Walmart, and the gay nigga was feeding that nigga, fucking them niggas up.
Wait.
Like it was just the nigga be minding his business. A straight dude walk by, call him the F word or whatever. The nigga be like, "What?" And it was all of a sudden the masculinity was in full
Yup.
mode. These niggas is bobbing and weaving, going crazy.
voice got deep again. Everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
For sure.
this is a threat. Akademiks, this is a threat. But look alive, nigga, because you got Saucy Santana on your head, nigga.
Yeah.
Don't take it for granted, but I don't think that this is something to be worried about.
Shit, I do.
Who would you rather pull up on you, Whack 100 or Saucy Santana?
Whack 100, because Whack
Gay-
100 has offered so many people to a fight and that's never happened. I would just assume Whack is trying to go viral. So yeah, Whack can say, let's get down. We'll go back and forth and then we'll hash it out before it ever gets violent. I've seen that happen with Whack 100 way more. I've never seen Saucy Santana call somebody out for a fade.
Nigga, he's
which
gonna-
makes me believe he believes it. Like he's with it.
he's
That
with
shit,
it.
that shit sounds so scary. He's gonna pull it with the boys, nigga. That shit
Right.
sounds terrifying.
Sound like they coming to take some pussy.
Yeah, man. 10,000 hours of pussy. That was
Goodness
an episode
gracious.
name.
Got to put in your
For the
time.
3-0.
Jesus
Christ.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Today, actually.
That's a lot of hours.
Let's do office
Mastery.
hours.
You're a master.
Yeah, nigga.
Ass.
Office hours. So office hours is a segment where
We answer your questions,
Yeah.
comments, and concerns like a true professor would.
yeah.
It's where you come to get help on your homework. You know, more perspective from the lessons that was in the class today.
Just look over the test you failed last week, nigga. See what the fuck going on. You know
Quiz
what I mean?
corrections.
You know, judge y'all niggas.
There is an academics question in here. Let's start with that one for office hours. I think it's the first one, honestly.
Who is this username's name?
It
We about to see
is.
it. It's Ray J. 53 minutes ago.
It's Riot the Don. Riot.
Rio the Don.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Rio the Don.
Rio
31.
the Don. 1353.
Yeah, I was-
3153.
I was like, why is there only one T?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the new Academy arc with Akademiks? What are your
Academy.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
It's all good.
I almost said it again. What are your thoughts about the podcast with his friends?
Have y'all seen it?
Never. This might be the special ed edition, nigga.
That's crazy. Like, I get why
You get why I said it like Academy.
Because the way he spelled academy.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
god.
How you feel about his academic, nigga?
Yo, I feel like I mean, look, man.
Have y'all seen it at all?
No, I'm just not finding out about this.
What the fuck is Academy?
It's his thing.
So
Is he
remember,
biting off homeroom?
We talked about it before.
Word.
no. Yeah, let's
This
fucking-
is what we mean, man. Yo,
Let's just-
ask us good questions, nigga.
No.
this ain't bad.
I have an answer for this. So,
Oh, okay.
when I saw this, because remember after his live show, that was one of his rollout things. He was like, "I'm launching the Academy," where he was like
That's what he
doing
said.
a media
I feel like it should be called
conglomerate.
Academy.
Yeah, I think spelling could be better.
probably
But
how
long
it's
story
pronounced.
Yeah, there's
short,
just something they could do about this.
but I went to the Academy YouTube page, and the issue that I had with it.
You learn something, nigga?
No, the issue that first of all, I had a hard time finding a podcast with him and his friends because a lot of the videos is Akademiks running his stream also on that page as well too. So I was literally going through the Academy page, like videos, and the thumbnails do not tell you what the fuck is going on at all. Like, so I'm going through.
Misdirect.
I pretty much like opened a bunch of tabs because I was like, where the fuck is the podcast? So I opened a bunch of tabs until I found one. I watched half of it. I can't even.
About to say they're not on Apple Podcasts.
No, it's so weird because he's saying he's launching this Academy thing, but there's no podcast. Actually, see if there's a podcast tab.
Nah, just channels, community live, playlist.
So I don't know. It's really hard to even answer your question. Long story short, but I did find an episode with him and his friends. let me tell you what I gathered from this.
Yeah.
It's literally the chat niggas in a room together.
Okay.
One nigga has a hood on his face because
Oh, wow.
apparently he's on the run.
Oh wow,
What if that's just like,
that's the thing.
his white man?
How do I say this?
They didn't just blur him out?
But why would you even make that a thing? Now you're accomplished, right?
Not necessarily. You don't have to talk about his crime. He just on the run giving this perspective.
Hover over that Woody.
This nigga Tony bad criminal.
No. Hover over a couple of them until you see niggas sitting in a room. Y'all have to see the niggas. I can't even describe the shit for you.
And these are his actual friends, like the only people that didn't bully him in middle school.
God
Go to
damn.
the one that you skipped over. All right, scroll down.
Nigga, we doing exactly what you did to find the shit.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
literally.
saying. It's like
That's right.
This is frustrating.
This pisses me off. So, but I
But
really
even
want
then-
y'all. I really want y'all to see what these niggas look like.
Not to cut you off, but
Oh, this is 8 months ago.
what
This
the
ain't
fuck
even the right
is
thing,
his
though.
question? Like, we can't even find the shit.
How do we feel
So it's
about
like,
this?
what is is he talking about the channel, or is he talking about what you saw that it took you 8 years to fucking find?
You talking about how we feel about his podcast with his friends? You know, we talk
I hate
about
it.
podcasts.
I
man.
hate it. Is this it?
Streamed one day ago. Yeah.
Oh, that might be the one.
It looks like he appears to be talking
It's
to
only
somebody.
a minute. What I saw was like 2 hours long, bro.
Is that it right there?
No, dog.
Who are these two young brothers?
I'm not really
I don't know,
fucking
man.
with.
This is what I'm gonna say.
I don't like the logo.
Was it alive?
It was alive. Oh yeah, it was alive.
I'm not really fucking with Academy.
Oh wait, let me go back.
Bro, the niggas look crazy. The niggas look crazy. They're not camera
Yeah.
ready. They're not like.
Professional.
This shit just look weird. And these are niggas.
I mean, you wearing Rockaware socks?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, that's true. Scroll down.
Talking about professional with
Yeah.
wear socks, nigga.
Yeah, he didn't purchase.
Go to the one that's fully all the way done. That's it right there. That's it
Oh,
right
them
there.
niggas? Oh, shit.
Let me get some audio.
Fuck the audio. Just look at these niggas. And that sounds crazy to say, but just look at these niggas.
Okay.
Matter of fact, do the audio.
He looks like he's waiting for his scuba suit.
I just actually believe that, listen, when we have a culture where we see a lot less of women like Beyonce and Alicia Keys, if you remember those women kind of pristine, like it felt like those were the women.
Go back to the
like,
beginning.
you
Go
would
close to
wanna
the beginning because I don't want to hear him
be-
talk. I really just
right?
want y'all to see
What if-
these niggas
that's
like
in how we're streaming
introducing
today?
themselves. Skip through so you get through the beginning.
Who are these ruffians?
Throw it all live on chat at the normal place I usually stream. So I in the comments, just reading the chat. By the way, I just want to introduce a couple of guests I got on for tonight's stream. Got my man Kyrie in the building. Yo. Now you guys may have heard his voice a lot of times on my stream. Me and him, we've debated about a bunch of shit. Tonight he's joining me in person, in studio, along with my man Wale Intern.
Yep, you know the vibes.
Okay, you gotta get a little bit more energy.
Okay.
You gotta act like you see a white woman in the room.
All right.
Hey, we got one in the room. I'm good.
Oh my God.
Hey, guys, good.
And of course, we got Facts, and a lot of people may have known his distinct voice, but we got Yo, Facts. You know you're gonna have to keep explaining to people why you got a fucking
Hit pause. Hit pause. Hit pause.
Yo, that nigga look like he's about to rob
If this
everybody.
if this is his starting lineup, this ain't it.
This nigga has
What's his name? Facts?
Facts. But if this is Akademiks starting lineup for his podcast network or his media house,
what
this
is
ain't
that?
it. This
Yo,
ain't
this
it.
like the nigga that wear a mask on Fat Albert.
Yeah, bro. It's like,
But what's crazy is I don't think he can see out that shit. I think it's
Nah, it's a little lighter mesh in the front.
What
Gotta be.
if he looking to the wrong corner of the room?
it's laughable. So
Drinking a
to answer your
prime.
question, it's laughable.
This does look like the crew of Fat Albert.
And this is the thing. It's
this nigga wearing a sweater too.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's laughable. I don't even. Akademiks can say he's launched this shit all he wants to. This is not a launch. I don't know what the fuck is happening over here yet. They don't have no podcast category. He's running it like his stream, but with these niggas on camera. And it's just like
Niggas got the mic to his nipple.
So to answer your question, good sir, I don't know.
This ain't it.
I guess we don't feel any way about it.
I feel like this could probably be really good.
I feel
on
like it hasn't.
accident.
I feel like it hasn't started yet. But yeah, let's get to the next.
Shout out for
Office
that
Hours.
office hours, man. I hope you don't watch that shit.
I'm gonna be honest, this shit looks hilarious.
I hope you was
Right,
just
it does.
asking us about it to get what you.
Office hours. What was the most difficult thing about starting a podcast? This is Who Are You 2621.
What's the most difficult thing about starting a podcast? Getting niggas to give a fuck.
Yeah, dead ass.
That's all it was.
Yeah, that's a fact. Honestly,
Like at the end of the day, like you buy equipment or use your phone. Like that's nothing. Talking, that's nothing. Getting good at talking enough to where people care takes like 17 years.
nigga, with no backing, all off the strength,
Hell
nigga,
yeah.
that's legit the hardest part, bro.
No celebrity, big brother.
Yeah, nothing. Giving like
Out the mud.
having niggas
Yeah.
give a fuck, bro. Just like Ant said, bro. What do you say? The first couple episodes, no more than 20. Yeah, we were definitely there. No more
For a
than
long time.
Yeah, no more than 20 plays for the first
10
48
plays,
episodes. of
13
3-0.
plays.
Yeah, I done seen a few niggas comment like, "Yo, y'all been doing this for 5-6 years and y'all still at this level."
Yes,
like,
nigga.
See how fast you do it, bitch.
The fuck. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, getting niggas to care. All right.
Yeah, get niggas kid, but then, if you plan on starting your own podcast, do that.
Yeah, it depends on the person. Like that is probably like the most trickiest part.
For sure. Well, yeah, it does depend on the purpose, but he's asking what was it for us?
Yeah.
And that was
But,
getting niggas to give a fuck. But this is from Christopher Thompson, 6586. What does 3 Yoke and LOI stand for? Hashtag office hours. That's a brilliant question, young man.
Y'all go first.
Well, that's easy because we're not telling anybody. LOI is an acronym and it has a very deep-rooted meaning. And we used to talk about it all the time, like back in older episodes, but we
Yeah.
kind of prefer the mystique now.
You either got to hear from them niggas back then, or like just try to make up your own nigga.
Say your best guess. We love that.
Because y'all have had some comments where niggas have listed out what they think it means and they always hit.
And it's always
Yeah.
immaculate.
They're
That's
always funny.
That's why you got to
Yeah.
keep it a secret, nigga. It's
Lots
better
of
that
insight
way.
was my favorite one.
Yeah, lots of insight.
Lots of insight. That's good.
That was
Lots of
beautiful.
insight was a great one.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a compliment, nigga.
Yeah.
You gonna get a discount on the shirt when you see it, nigga.
Wait, so y'all took it out of the IG?
You better take it out for this
Wait,
episode.
wait, man.
Want me
He
to
didn't
bleep
take it
that?
out
I
to
can
have
bleep
it.
that if you want to bleep
Nah, because it'll be
don't.
gone by the
He did
time
bleep
this
that.
is up.
Nah, it don't matter. You just got to take it out before tomorrow's episode.
Yeah, nah, this is definitely in the bio. But if you would like to know what this stands for, follow us on Instagram, nigga.
Yeah, facts. That's a good way to follow you on Instagram. The 3-0 podcast, the original concept of the podcast, we're in Raleigh. Raleigh's the city of Oaks.
919.
Yeah, 919, and I wanted 3 people on the show.
Matter of fact, we should give them niggas a clue.
Nah, just tell them to follow the Instagram, so they got to follow it.
Nah, you right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where the 3-0
They just gonna look
podcast
it
comes
up, they
from.
not-
But at this point, the 3-0
Yeah,
podcast is more than 3 people, so it hits. It's just what it is.
And it sounds better than 7, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
But yeah, next one.
But shout out to you for, checking out all the shows on the channel and even being aware of that shit, because some niggas think that this is all that's happening.
That's a fact. Yeah, there are other shows. Monday at 6 p.m. 3 Podcast. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Homeroom University. Wednesday at 6 p.m. LOI the show.
Benny Musica.
Yeah.
Mukiza?
Mucus 8002.
Oh my God. Office hours. Who is your top favorite 5?
You read it dyslexic.
Who is your top 5 favorite guests on Vlad TV? As in people who've done at least 3 interviews. Nigga, this nigga got clarification. for me, it's something like Rico Reckless, Boosie, Charlamagne, some of that Italian guy, Michael Franzese, and BG Knockout. I heard Taxstone and TK Kirkland got good interviews too.
This is a great question.
But
I feel like Boosie's one of the obvious answers. We got to go a little bit more.
He like number 1.
Okay, even though you said done at least 3 interviews, I can't go off that because LeVar Ball is going to be in mine.
But I wanted to say LeVar Ball as well.
Yeah,
but just based off the criteria,
I don't give a fuck. I'm still going LeVar Ball is in my top 5.
I agree with that.
Sorry, Benny.
Boosie too?
Yeah, Boosie for sure.
Him, Boosie. I'm gonna say TK Kirkland too.
Taxstones too because Taxstones.
Yeah. So that's about one more, right?
Yeah, wait. TK. Taxstone.
LeVar.
What about like Lord Jamar? Like what about his like the real returning guests from back in the day?
I wasn't going crazy for the Lord Jamar ones.
Word.
I watched them though, but it wasn't like I didn't see Lord Jamar.
You didn't see the lore behind them because there's a certain fandom.
Well, it wasn't that. It's just I didn't see him and just want to rush there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The Daylight interview was kind of crazy.
Yeah, Daylight. I'll go with Daylight just because I can't think of
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else. Who else?
Charlamagne's first 3 was good, but like the last 2,
Wait,
or
did we
maybe
say
the
Charlamagne?
huh?
I didn't say
No, we didn't say Charlamagne, but the last one he did, it was like he was doing that. I'm just coasting by shit.
Yeah, it's because they lost steam.
Yeah.
Because he went PC.
I never really checked for the Boosie ones as crazy as like people talk about them.
I don't check for all of them because so many of them go viral.
And too many of them go viral. It's almost like there's an oversaturation.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's it. I'm stopping at 4.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
This is just a loving compliment. Love the pod. Keep it up. Oh, what's his name?
They see this, right?
Yeah. They saw all the other ones so far.
Okay, yeah, I'm not about to try to read y'all names.
Salivant 47.
Love the pod. Keep it up. I feel like you guys are rotating between the same. podcasts. Are you planning to cover other podcasts? # office hours. Yeah, we are rotating against the same. We're kind of rotating
to a certain
around
degree.
To a certain degree because those are the podcasts that we're watchers of, which is kind of the show was. But I do want to branch out. But at the same time, we need to know what y'all want to hear. What podcast y'all want us to tune into or tap into, because we could talk about some other podcasts, but y'all don't give a fuck about those podcasts. So it's like, it's better. I like when y'all leave. Anytime somebody has like been like, y'all should check this podcast out, I normally check it out.
Yeah.
So I do like when y'all leave suggestions in the comments for us to check it out, and I'll at least look at one episode before the next show.
For sure.
And if it's something good or whatever on there, then it'll carry over.
Shout them brothers out. And leave your rotations in the comments below.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that.
Leave your top 3.
Yeah, like
5.
who you tuning into weekly?
Yeah.
And don't say yes because we know that.
But put us in there, especially and rank us too.
I'm about to say it's 3 shows on this network alone, nigga.
Facts.
We got you covered for 7 days, baby.
Yeah.
For real.
Let's see. # office hours on the Akademiks crash out. The white man behind them. Oh wait, thoughts on the Akademiks crash out? The white man behind the mic was right. You can't work for someone like that.
I don't remember what I said.
I don't remember what you said either.
But you was correct about it, so take it.
Whatever
Don't
you
fuck
said,
this up, white man.
Whatever you said, that nigga remembered.
And
when he saw Akademiks crashing out, he said, I agree with Lord.
Yep. You impactful, nigga. They can't see you, but they hear you, though.
Yeah,
I never said I wasn't. You know
Because
what
we've talked about Akademiks crashing. Most of the time when Akademiks makes this show, it's because he's crashing out.
Facts.
Akademiks is one of the few personalities that we can get consistent crash out content from.
And saying like the Akademiks crash out is kind of vague. You need like which one are you referring to?
Yeah,
nigga?
because
the most recent.
Well, no, this was 5 hours ago, so it was the Glorilla one, which we covered that in this episode already. So
so this nigga commented
5 hours ago. Well, this was probably 8 hours ago now, or 10 hours ago now.
Oh,
but it was today though.
It's pretty fresh.
Shout save the panda, man.
Yeah.
Love all
I
pandas.
think that was it, right?
Yeah, that was the last one. But are we giving any thoughts on the crash out?
We did.
We already did.
On the Glorilla segment. Yeah.
Yeah, just click. Yeah.
He was too aggressive and he can't fight a gay man. Boom.
And she was also ghetto. Very important.
And ugly. Teethless and tittyless. I
That
believe
is what
said, right?
that's what Akademiks said about her.
Toothless and tittyless.
Yeah.
Big
But,
act nigga.
Let's see. All right, we can't leave without covering the Need to Know podcast. So Joe Budden went over to the Need to Know podcast, and the Need to Know podcast is hosted by Savon, Alex, and Reggie. Savon and Alex are
they still do a little bit of
They said
work.
they still do a little bit of work, but they were originally like engineers or backhouse, like video. They were the production for the Joe Budden podcast during like phase. They talked about it.
Second era?
They talked about it like 3 eras, 2, 3, and 4 almost, or something like that. Long story short.
And Alex is the Asian woman?
No, Reggie's the Asian woman.
Oh.
Yeah. Alex is the dude with the glasses.
That fucked me up, man.
Yeah, Alex is the dude with the
Saucy Santana's voice.
Alex, I didn't know this because I've seen his podcast before. Obviously, when Elliot Wilson went there, this was like fresh off of him like posting us and shit like that. Elliot did that interview over there, so that was the first time I had saw the Need to Know podcast. Reggie, I learned in this interview, is a writer. That's how Savon found her, because he said he liked her writing. She's a journalist for somebody. I'm not 100% sure what, but long story short, the interview was great. And the interview, well, I know one of the main reasons the interview was great, I watched the whole thing, is because Joe saves this best content. You only get the best version of Joe when he likes you.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to. So it's like Joe was going to his homie's podcast. You know what I'm saying?
A former associate.
Yeah. So, current associate.
Oh yeah, because they still doing work.
Yeah, and they're just like friends. Like they were working together for years and shit like that. So, that's one of the best things about Joe Budden. We might not. It matters, which is why I've always liked Joe Budden and Akademiks podcast, because Joe likes Ak. Ak can ask him anything, and Joe actually answers the question. If he goes to Adam 22, and if Adam asks him a question about Charlamagne, this nigga is not giving him the real answer. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna say there's no issue, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, he's gonna give him the runaround. So I do appreciate that. I mean, the Need to Know did what they were supposed to do either way by asking the nigga everything under the sun, even though they were around for half of the shit too, because they were in there and working the back house during the fucking Rory and Mall crash out and shit.
They was at the crime scenes.
They was at the crime scene. So it's like there's a lot of things that happened. There's a lot of things. Anything that you can think a nigga would have asked Joe Budden in an interview was asked in this interview. This interview was like 3 hours and 25 minutes.
And they know that Joe knows that like he can't just lie to them.
Yeah, because yes,
like nigga, you can't just tell us anything.
Exactly.
You feel me? We wasn't living with you, nigga. We don't gotta like kiss your ass and shit.
Yeah. So there was a couple highlighted moments in here. So Joe, okay, one thing. Shout out to Alex. This is my first time watching their full episode. I watched just clips of the Elliot interview, and then I've watched pieces of Nala Simone. Never the full thing, but I watch little clips or whatever. Alex says something that I have said on this podcast before. I think you didn't agree with me, but he was like, he told Joe, bro, when you and Charlamagne get together, y'all are great by each other, by yourselves, but when y'all get together, I never like that content. And I was like, nigga, you're not the only one, bro. You're not the only one, my nigga, because I never liked them together, bro. Like, separately, these niggas are phenomenal. Together, those wrap-ups never did shit for me. I never looked forward to them. It was just like, it felt forced, pretty much is what he said. So I did agree with that.
I still disagree.
Which is fine, because there's plenty of people who like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
even like you didn't like when they was collabing on podcasts.
It's probably a nostalgia aspect too.
Yeah, but you're not alone in that, my nigga. But they talked about a couple other things. There was so many. I took screenshots of certain areas. I don't know how the Need to Know gets down in terms of playing a nigga's video. But let's go into 128.08.
Nigga said, fuck it, let's see.
Niggas better not be tripping off this shit.
You never know.
Nah.
Say something unfavorable, nigga saying, you know.
I don't got enough subscribers to be doing that shit.
Don't
It's
do
from
that.
Charlamagne when I thought
They
that
got
he
one of
thought
those?
we were on equal footing.
4,000.
Okay, yeah, go back.
Hold on.
3. Oh, 3,000.
Yeah, go back. Yeah. Like a minute, 30 seconds to a minute. This is him talking about his issue with Charlamagne.
It's a beautiful set. Color theory.
There's also
I never
the
said it
people who
wasn't.
watch it each and every year.
I never said it wasn't. I want to be clear.
Okay.
Look what you did.
You said I can only speak from my perspective, correct?
Okay.
So from my perspective, I wanted to ask Joe if he felt like he was getting front of me vibes because, bro, I know you're right. Mad people love that shit. Like how you said people were anticipating it. They got to see their favorites in the media space link up. But me, that see-through shit, Savon, that's why I'm never going to compare me to what other people do. I never do that. You know that about me. I like to make my own case and opinion on things, right? And when I would watch it, something felt so forced about it. I couldn't put my finger on it. Like, so again, to ask you, do you feel like
I never got frenemy vibes from Charlamagne when I thought that he thought we were on equal footing.
Hold on. I went to college, but hold on.
What Joe is saying is he never thought that they were on equal footing.
Okay, so
he believes Charlamagne thought that they were on equal footing, but he never thought that they were on equal footing. Now, I want to challenge you because, again, going back to what I said about the Rory Mal clip, I pulled up your rebuttal to Charlamagne when you kind of laid out like that.
Another clinic. Absolute master class.
Yeah, so there was moments. Remember when you were saying there's no championship for podcasting?
Yeah.
Like, or not podcasting, but media. I think there is like breaking stories, but then like all through this episode, when they would bring up moments, Joe would be like, "Yeah, I put a masterclass on for y'all." Like
classic moment.
I think that's a good game, though. I don't think that like he won the season of podcasting with that shit.
I think in podcasting you win the week.
That's what my point is that there's no overall championship. You just get player of the week because you dropped 35 times this day.
Right.
But I mean, if that's the case, then it's like every week is a new championship.
Pretty much.
Not really. Not a championship. It's just, you get a trophy. You get an award. If every week is a new championship, there's no champion. That's the whole point of having one
week
trophy.
champion.
Huh?
Well, I guess because the award shows ain't gonna do it right though.
But nowadays,
that don't even
But
count.
you still get to find out who the all-star players are.
You get to find out who the all-star players, but there is no, this is the best podcast of this year because of this shit right here. 'Cause
Complex gave us.
we don't
they're
care
giving
about
us
that.
now.
No,
but we
but
don't care about the
But
complexes or
not
the
because
awards.
it's not because of this thing here. It's because of all the different weeks. So by the end of the year, you say this podcast, goddamn, they had a good year. They
Yeah.
had a bad year. And you be like, there's niggas who won the year. Joe Budden kind of won the year.
The year is not even over yet.
I forgot.
He's had a great year, man.
Joe alluded
said
a
he
lot.
just
In
got
this,
a lot
Joe
quieter
alluded a
in
lot
here.
in this interview that Charlamagne's like their issues is like a lot of passive aggressive energy too. So that was like a lot of allusion to that as well.
But that was always obvious.
That was always
Them
obvious. That
niggas-
was
them
one of
niggas-
the bars right there too.
Because they're each other's alter egos.
Yeah, the whole Magneto
Professor X thing.
Professor X thing. But now there was one thing that was said where they talked about the landscape of the YouTubers on here that that's the screen recording that I put in there.
Gotcha.
That I think should definitely be stated because it's us.
I got you.
I was gonna say, did we catch another sneak diss or
we didn't catch a sneak diss.
Okay.
They just forgot to mention this respectfully. It's all good though.
The sub community that's been created on YouTube that does commentary on the podcast.
I love that community.
I think they're so important.
They are.
Because there was gonna help this
They
shit
saved
go
me marketing
farther.
dollars.
Yeah, they just do it
They
for
saved
you.
me marketing dollars.
Yes.
I love
I just wonder how
them.
they have the time. Like
They're
that's
making
what I'm
money. What do you mean how they have time?
Okay, that's true.
It's a
you're right.
business.
It's a business.
They have a business. Critiquing the podcasting about podcasting is a business.
Yes.
Part of the reason I do it is because of them.
Yeah,
Because
I
it
believe
feeds that community.
I believe it. And it's like Sports Center, right? Like you watch the sports, and then when you're done with the sport, watching the sports,
analyze
you
it.
come analyze it at this entity, at this hub. The Chick Smooths, the Danny from all of that. I love it.
Me too.
I love all of it. I think it helps this community.
Me too.
He loves you guys,
Couldn't agree
guys.
more.
I'm not mad at that at all.
This nigga,
Welcome to home.
what do we have to do?
Danny from the stop, nigga. Get it right.
I was about to say,
Right.
Danny from the who?
what do
nigga?
we have to do to get mentioned with our colleagues?
You want to be mentioned by them?
We put in work.
Who cares?
Huh? I would like the world to care. That's my point.
Wouldn't hurt.
I don't know about the Need to Know podcast. So it's like whether they spoke on us, it's like who cares?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I know what you mean.
I mean, but they just they also just bigged up what you do.
We talk
in a sense. So
I don't know, man. Like that might just be. Like we might just be like the Lone Rangers in this shit. We talk like
I think
so
Alex
much
bigged
shit.
up. Alex and Joe bigged up what industry we're in. I just like that. I just like that. My biggest thing that I liked about that is one, Joe literally summed up the intro to our podcast, which is literally what we say. Well, that's what we need to start adding to.
Yeah. Oh no, Alex. Or the black dude, whoever that is.
Alex.
The dark skin one. Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah.
No, but Joe said a podcast and about podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we say that, but we don't say that. That needs to be said at the beginning of every episode. Because
We say that. I think we do say that.
Yeah, you say something.
We say it in a joking manner. Like, we're a podcast to talk about podcasts, but we talk about people more successful than us at what we do.
That doesn't help. But that doesn't specify what we do, though.
Podcast about podcast.
Talking about niggas more successful than us.
Yeah. The podcast about podcasts.
At what we do.
We just say it in a joking, sarcastic manner.
Yeah.
But we're saying the same thing.
Same thing.
It's self-deprecating. Everybody love that.
Look, it's if you retarded, you're not gonna get this. But if you're a normal person, nigga, you understand what's going on.
This is
it's
college.
like, you know.
But yeah, just but I don't feel no type of way that we didn't get mentioned, but don't forget, put some respect on Homeroom University.
And not necessarily them specifically, but I'm ready.
I'm
ready for the point in time where we are addressed formally. Because niggas is treating us like the Grim Reaper of the podcast.
That's fine, because this is Menace material for a reason. But at the same time, it's like, but at the same time, it's like, niggas will big you up when you're speaking positively about them. The moment that you make a hit piece about them, or not a hit piece, the moment that you have some critique for the niggas, that's when niggas' feelings get hurt, and all of a sudden it's fuck them and these niggas ain't shit, and these YouTube podcasts really ain't shit. I just respect 100%, and one of the things that I respect that Joe respects YouTube podcasters in general. That's number one. So it's like, at least the first time I hear you openly talk about it, there's more than one time you've talked about it. I just don't watch your show every week, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But it's not to demean or shit on.
Yeah, there's not a lot of hypocrisies in Joe's thought, but there is in Charlamagne.
Joe hired one of them niggas. Joe hired Flip.
Like,
he's a
Joe respects the sport and all avenues of the sport.
Right.
Whether you're the coach or the player or the fucking, the nigga that,
When I was watching this interview, I started thinking Charlamagne might be Magneto.
And Joe's the good guy?
Possibly.
For creators.
And that depends on perspective. Good and bad, it depends.
Well, it depends because they technically both are for the mutants.
No, you're right.
I was just about to say
Magneto, he turned his, he went good.
Magneto's the one who's saying, I'm doing it for the mutants and I'm doing it for... Charlamagne is the other one because he's more built within the structure where...
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I see
Magneto was like, I'm gonna get us right. Our mutants, we gonna be right.
That's true.
Magneto made you embrace being a mutant, truly.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Which is why Joe is still the evil one.
That's
Shout out to Joe.
That's a fact.
Or the superhero.
In this case, I am riding with Magneto. I would want you to, tell me how to.
I'm crossing over.
He accepts us for who we are.
Yeah.
Charlamagne shames us.
It's all about perspective.
Ain't that some bullshit? That's some sucking nigga shit.
No, but it
bro.
makes perfect sense. Them niggas always had the exact opposite perspective of one another. Like, that's why when Joe started bigging this shit up, I'm like, all right, of course, Charlamagne dissed it.
Yeah.
That's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah,
That's
true.
a fact. When you put it that way, simply put.
But I think the Need to Know podcast, I mean, outside the clips, I don't know. That was the first full episode I watched. I watched half of Elliot's and I've seen a couple clips. I haven't seen anything that has me wanting to go back on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I didn't get enough Reggie to
really gauge
where she's at on the podcast. But it's understandably, you can't compete with somebody who's been working with these,
right. They have a relationship.
I didn't expect her to shine on that episode. You know what I'm saying? Right. Alex stuck out for me in that episode though. You know what I mean? But I didn't expect her because you can't compete when two niggas are catching up with their old homie. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's better to she played her position correctly, so I can give her credit on that type shit. Right. You know what I mean? So, but I'll keep watching clips and stuff like that just to see what they got going on.
I mean, shout out to Need to Know. You know what I mean? Shit.
That's about it. That's really about it, though.
They doing their thing. We doing our thing. It's kind of crazy, but
they're getting addressed by both the leaders of the mutants.
I ain't really worried about fucking.
Because Charlamagne shouted them niggas out in spite of us.
He did. Yeah, don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say that yet.
Say what specific? Well, yeah, you don't want to say it.
Yeah. That I don't want to take away from their shout out. I don't want to take it with a shout out. It was off the back of a diss to us, though. You know what I'm saying?
Because they did earn the shout out.
Because they did earn the shout out. No, it's confirmed. We just haven't told people it's confirmed yet.
What are you talking about? Oh, okay.
Charlamagne dissing us.
Oh yeah.
It's confirmed. We just haven't made it known why we know it's for sure confirmed.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I don't know what goes on in the background, but
well, now y'all know that we know, but we not gonna tell y'all.
Yeah, pretty
that
much.
We know.
But
sign up for the Patreon.
Yeah, respect to the Need to Know podcast. You know,
man, shout out to them niggas. I never really cared about watching them until, I mean, Joe came. But shout out to them, man. They doing their thing.
When Charlamagne bigged him up to diss us, did like mentally for you a little bit, even though like of course there's no beef or like no actual drama between us because we don't know these niggas.
Right.
But in a way, did it feel like that he pent us up against each other?
I don't want 𝙼𝙾𝚃 to feel like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want 𝙼𝙾𝚃.
I don't want it to appear that
that's
way.
That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
That's what I was. I'm glad you said it. You put it in for me. I didn't know how to say it. I don't want, if there was any background conversation about us that ever came up, I don't want him to feel like there is any sort of pent up animosity or rivalry between us.
Yeah.
Just because it was a big up, rightfully earned, but on the back of us getting sub dissed. You know, just so if you don't know, we were getting dissed by Charlamagne for like a month straight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like
dissed.
We was getting,
or just subliminally addressed.
We was getting sneak diss for like a month.
It was a sneak diss.
Okay.
We were getting sneak diss for so long, I stopped giving a fuck.
And we confirmed from.
Yeah, so it's like we was getting sneak diss from this nigga for a month. So obviously niggas know who we are and they talk about us and things of that nature. I didn't want that to. I don't know if there is something like that, but I don't want that to be a thing at all.
Cause you know we made jokes that like we're the evil version of them.
We did make that joke. That was a Patreon joke. So yeah, but yeah, we did make a joke that we're the evil version of y'all. of your podcast setup.
Essentially.
Which we are. You know what I'm saying?
Antichrist.
Goodness gracious.
But we also specialize in two different things, though. They're a music podcast, and we're a podcast about podcasts. So there's two different lanes that we're in as well.
I would say
we're not even covering the same topics.
Nigga, two different tunes, nigga.
Yeah, so let's get over to Danny real quick.
Going on with Danny.
This was interesting.
Emanny.
Manny.
I thought it was Emanny.
I don't even care what your name is.
Hey,
you need to do something about Danny. Danny went 10 toes on your ass. Danny addressed Emanny in one of his videos a couple times, right? Emanny just went crazy on him. Like
it was a buildup. It was a buildup of a response.
It was a buildup of a response, and it's like I can't take the time to like go through because I don't even remember everything. This nigga is fully locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like he's fully locked into that world or whatever, going back and forth, sub dissing and dissing Emanny. Emanny and going back and forth. But yeah, let's listen to Emanny address Danny from the stop. This is on the Patreon episode, so don't put this on the screen. But yeah, this nigga Emanny, Joe kind of fed you to the wolves. I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. Joe kind of fed you to the wolves because he know what Danny do. And to even let your co-host go off like this, it's like. But Joe also said in that Need to Know podcast, yeah, I enjoy pushing narratives on my podcast because it makes for good podcasting. So Joe was over there watching his nigga crash out. It was like, oh yeah, let's see what Danny does.
There's another 50,000 views.
Danny's going in, and not only did Funkmaster Flex pop out, Danny created a whole new character that went even harder. I couldn't believe it, bro. I couldn't believe it.
My God.
But yeah, let's watch Emanny get bodied real quick.
Danny from the stop.
Oh shit! Bullets! Bullets!
I'm with calling out. I don't do all that. Sit back. Oh, you just good? Oh, excuse me, Danny from the stock. For quite some time, I've seen you do this content, and behind the scenes, I've told everyone I enjoy your content, right? Mm-hmm. But don't play with me. And what I mean by don't play with me is I'm not here to cause division. I'm not here for you to use my name to cause division with anybody else up here.
That's a fact.
I don't f with none of that. And when you start saying things like you got a cousin on a side that you want to use and bring as a character, I'll f you and your cousin up. Don't play with me. I'm cool with all the jokes. I'm cool with the criticisms. You can criticize me and my podcast and all you want. I have no problem with it. But don't play with me. I will find one of you niggas. I will f one of y'all up. And I mean that shit bottom of my heart. So let's keep it cute. And for any future people that want to comment on me, do it however you want. Just be respectful. Don't call me out my name. Don't be funny. And if you ever do really want smoke, not internet smoke, you want some real smoke, we can do that all day. I'm with it with whoever. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it there.
So why it's I'm starting to realize that like putting a hood nigga on the couch that doesn't understand the internet is like content. It's like podcasting gold. Like it's like that's Adam's specialty. Mm-hmm. Joe's clearly exercising this right now because it's just like everybody kind of knows in podcasting once a nigga is like, I'll fuck you up, you've already lost.
This a hood nigga?
I don't know.
This nigga straight out of a Tyler Perry flick. This nigga looks very distinguished. He looks very nice.
He's the nigga that came to save the day.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
So I don't even.
He said no jokes when you address him.
I'm just saying like. I'm just saying in terms of just like threatening niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You think he could beat your ass? No. I don't know, though. I think he could beat Lauren. I think he could beat your fucking ass.
Nah, I will say I'm a little bit more scared of Saucy Santana.
I'm definitely more scared of Saucy Santana.
You think he could beat your ass?
I think. Who, Saucy?
Saucy and this.
I'm a little more worried about Saucy Santana.
Oh no, you won't catch no cooties from him, nigga.
But yeah, man, I don't know. So Emanny, whatever, how the fuck you say it, he went in to address him to let him know I'll fuck you up.
I'm gonna talk about this nigga right now. Just like can you beat my ass, nigga?
Right, but it's always, it's just always funny though because it's like Danny's video. He was talking about I'm gonna create a character for my viewers. This nigga heard that and thought he said he thought he said I'm gonna get my cousin to fuck y'all up, like to fight.
It sounded like he misconstrued some information.
He did because it's like in Danny's video he's like,
I think it's more of like a nigga. You think I'm a character, nigga? You think I'm a game? You think I'm a NPC, nigga?
Something to be played with,
nigga.
But that's just the thing. I don't understand why it's like certain niggas they put on the couch and it's like they can't hear certain things. It's like they can't.
Comprehension is poor.
The comprehension is poor. Like putting a nigga on the couch with poor comprehension is like content gold.
Because you can obviously tell that it's a hierarchy issue.
Right.
He feels like, the nigga's above Danny. He's sitting there actually talking to Joe.
Yeah.
And Danny's talking about Joe while sitting alone or something.
Right,
with his girl, whatever Danny does. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what Danny does.
Long story short, he's not there though.
Great videos.
Yeah.
But I think Emanny has a complex issue. I think he's looking down upon Danny.
You think it's a light skin thing?
Well, Danny himself is a little lighter complexion, I believe.
Also, this might just be a beige warfare.
Danny's Puerto Rican.
I don't know what the fuck Danny looks like.
Huh?
Is he Puerto Rican?
No, I'm saying there are dark Puerto Ricans.
There are dark Puerto Ricans, and Danny might be one of them, but I think he's on the lighter side.
Is Danny Puerto Rican?
I think he's Dominican or something.
Fuck it, let's run with it. Let's create narratives.
Danny's a
Let's
Puerto
create
Rican.
narratives, yeah.
Danny the Puerto Rican.
Danny's a Puerto Rican that wears flip flops and rides a moped
with a screwdriver.
Yeah.
A sharpened screwdriver.
He's never tired at work, people.
But in this video, but I'm gonna have you play this soon though. But yeah, Danny put a masterclass on for Emanny and for all us podcasters on how to clap back at a nigga. You don't just clap back and you don't just clap back out of anger and frustration. You gather research, you lay the facts out in front of you, then you go crazy. So it's like the first half of this video, we saw why Emanny's mad. he responded and said, hey, nigga, I never threatened violence. I call the police. Let's not get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you stay over there. The cousin I was talking about was a character I was creating. You didn't understand that, nigga, because you're subpar. You don't understand what the fuck we're doing over here. He was like, hey, you know what? It's time to bring out Funkmaster. Stop. No, wait. Then first he was like, you act like you got a problem with me critiquing niggas.
Introduce himself.
Yeah, he was like, when he laid that shit out, when he was talking about you act like you got a problem with me critiquing niggas, when that was all you were doing on the show, this nigga put a clip compilation of like 5 moments where he's like shutting down people on the podcast, critiquing them on their potting skills, like he was Joe Budden. I said, oh shit, like
yeah, nah.
That's what happens when your ass see that you in that skyscraper, nigga. You seen that good view.
No, that's what happens when you go to a war with a nigga who edits his own videos.
Yeah, dead ass, and saves receipts and shit.
Oh shit.
But yeah,
I think this was the section where he was doing that, where he was chopping them up in that way.
This is that section right there is when he said that he's false claiming his Spanish and he's running from being a Hispanic. Go back.
But yeah, it went to
No. Go back to the radio station. Right there, yeah.
What, he's denying his Hispanic heritage?
Yes.
Jesus.
Because he wants
to. No, you got to go back to
nigga with
him
a day
leading into that,
on
though.
screen.
That's it leading into right here, right?
Just like a little bit more, because it's literally coming up in the next section. That's like half a second of lead in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, he's definitely Hispanic.
Yeah, like go
Rice
back
and
a little bit
beans.
more. Yeah, there we go.
Say, when did you become Latino, bro? Initially, I never knew you was Latino until you joined the pod. Was you trying to sell records back in the day and you didn't want to let people know that you like sofrito or you like chuletas and arroz con pollo? First of all, you didn't correct people when they said your name was Emanny. You hid that from the streets, and it turns out your name was Emanny.
Dude, is it Emanny or Emanny?
It's weird.
Because your real name is probably Emmanuel, right?
My real name is Emanny.
Emanny.
But damn, I don't even know if I should be saying this, but my real name is Emanny.
Okay.
But when I started doing music, everyone used to confuse it and say Emanny. And it kind of sounded good in my eye. Like, it sounded good to me, so I just stuck with it.
Emanny.
Yeah,
So that's what we rock with.
Emanny, we rock with Emanny.
That's fine.
Let the Latino heat burn, my brother. Be free, Emanny, be free. You could have been doing dembo music, but instead, you hid that until it was time, I guess. Nonetheless, I don't have any issues with Emanny, but I do want to say that you can't tell me that I am causing narratives about you on the pod, when essentially I have the evidence that you was on that pod basically telling everybody else they ain't know how to pod. Shout out to Panda Chop. Roll the clip.
I said off the pod, niggas have been very careful about their words.
Like who? Ice is like
All of
Ice.
y'all.
No. But who? I'll answer. Like Ice.
To invest more time and energy to develop that aspect of my brand, to connect with,
Respect, but that's boring.
I know.
Might not last, right?
And I told Joe from like, nigga, I love Flip.
Everybody told me that Flip
love
was
the
the last when he
dynamic.
first got it.
But it
Everybody
looked like you was gonna have a good 3 months and be like, I
Yeah.
got it, because niggas ain't moving to my speed or my core.
You did that, Emanny. I didn't do that. You came on that pod acting like you was E. Diddy, talking about making a pod. Oh, you should do this, you should do that. And now you want to go on that uncomfortable couch crying. And you know what? I think I got to get Funkmaster. Stop!
Let me be so specifically clear with you, Emanny. You a B-side Joe Budden friend. When we talk about Joe Budden's friend, you like the 5th or 7th person. You the bench player in the entourage. What saddens me, Emanny, is you sing better than Trey Songz, but you try to sound like Trey Songz. You look like you bought Angie Martinez's first solo album on the first day of release. You waited in line. I saw you. You love that song she had with Sicario. Don't play with Danny from the stop, because I got one thing to tell you, Emanny. That is not your pod. You don't get to control the topics. You talk too much, Joe's gonna tell you to shut up. I will have you looking crazy on that couch. And the reason that you try to make this some physical stuff is because your ego was hurt. Somebody told me your album was good. But to be honest, like a lot of people, I never heard it and don't plan to. So when you sit up on that couch, talking crazy about a creator that actually has to do the work, actually has to create the thumbnails, actually has to make the topics for his video, deal with the backlash from sensitive podcasters like you, make sure you show a little respect because you know you love this content.
Skip forward a little bit
and
to
I
the
like
Spanish
you.
cousin.
Kind of as a father, I think you have some growing up to do.
Oh, it's right there.
Okay.
To say something. But I also think I gotta bring my cousin through.
Oh, this is
everybody welcome Pablo. Emanny, man, why you think that's so personal, man? Danny was talking about a character, man. He was just having fun and you took it personal, papi. I see that your barber did a bad job this morning. Papito, man, you should have hit me up. I got a friend named Gustavo will align you up properly, man. That fade is fading. Nonetheless, papi, me y Danny no tengo problema contigo, papi. You my Latino brother, and we want to be cool. I can help you get better as a podcast. Reach out to Danny Dimol on the channel to stop BK, por favor. But it's our love. I'm happy to see a fellow Latino doing his thing on the JBP because I noticed your last 2 pods really didn't take off like that. Pero, llámame. Llámame, papi. You know where to see me. I want you to succeed. You think you could be the voice for the Latino people on one of the biggest podcasts in the world.
All right, thank you, Pablo.
But that was what I meant by my cousin. I didn't mean we was gonna run down on you, and you talking about running.
Nigga called him the Bad Bunny of broadcasting.
That nigga said you a B-side Joe Budden fan. I said, holy shit.
Nigga said you 7th man off the rotation. Jesus. Now I understand why he wants to fight Danny.
Yeah,
He doesn't have enough jokes to combat this.
He doesn't.
You just gotta put your face and punch this nigga's face.
I'll fuck you and your cousin up. Really?
Nigga said either or. Would catches first.
Right.
This nigga Kev talked to 𝐷𝙻𝙰𝚃.
Get the fuck out of here. Is that 11 months ago? That's 11 months ago.
That's crazy. I'm gonna still watch that shit.
You're right. Over there pushing that scam.
But hey, man, shout out to Danny from the stop, man. You know, putting your foot down on that fucking that miscellaneous nigga. That's what we gonna call him. Yo, miscellaneous ass nigga. Are you Hispanic? Are you black? What are you, nigga? Figure it out so we know how to properly talk shit about you, nigga.
Right.
Fuck.
Nigga said it's a Manny, but I really prefer the Manny. You sound blacker.
Yeah.
That ass. That is kind of crazy though. Like niggas was calling you the wrong name and you just said, oh, okay.
Just roll with it.
Nigga, black people love it. Fuck it.
right.
Why even correct it?
It's like little shit like that kind of just like exposes the nigga character. You know what I'm saying?
Brad, the nigga Hispanic. He's been Hispanic all this time. Nobody knew.
Right. That's crazy.
You hiding your race.
Niggas thought you was light skinned. You was playing.
Niggas thought you was light skinned. Niggas thought you was just light skinned.
Right. That shit's fucking crazy.
You was sobrano pepper.
Let's see.
Nigga eat patelillos.
I think. I mean, it's getting late.
What time is it?
Midnight.
Oh shit.
It's enough. I can't do it no more.
God damn.
It's enough.
AJ's defeated. That means it's time to get up out of here.
It's over.
I say, yeah, niggas got work tomorrow. Hopefully y'all got work tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully.
It's Halloween. It's Halloween today.
Yeah. Do niggas get Halloween off?
No.
Yeah, but
niggas are normally partying.
It's a
though.
children's holiday.
Well, hope you got work tomorrow. Hope
That's
your
for
ass got a
children and
job.
diabetics.
Fuck you talking about.
Well, with
but,
Halloween during the week, the real partiers already partied like this past week.
Yeah, that shit
And
just
this one
Friday.
coming up.
So it's really just for kids and shit tonight.
When Halloween's in the middle of the week, it's 2 party weekends.
Yeah, it's kind of back to back. It depends.
But it's a Tuesday,
I don't
so
think they're gonna party this weekend.
I think they still. Well, maybe not.
It's
all last.
It's gonna
Normally
be
when
some
it's on
frat
Wednesday,
houses,
yeah,
but
it's gonna be a few.
There's gonna be a bitch that need an
Wednesday
excuse
or
to fuck 2 niggas in a day.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was about to say it's National Thought Holiday. Them whores are gonna be out
Yeah, they'll be
tonight,
outside.
yo. So
And, you know, it's finna get Freaky Friday. You know, hopefully y'all stay safe.
Freaky Tuesday.
But hopefully y'all like the video. Hopefully y'all got your review in. Did your due diligence.
We did a lot
office
this episode.
hours. Yeah, we did a little bit. Office hours.
Big Ant.
Make sure ask us some questions. Might answer them. Do our thing.
Facts.
Shout out Big Ant. What else we got?
We did a lot this episode. We did the Big Ant.
Nigga, fuck this episode today, nigga.
Today,
Niggas work regular lives. Nigga.
That's a fact. Yeah, they work
But yeah.
like, comment, do all that.
Like, comment, subscribe. J Nobles.
Tone Groove.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
Yo.
Shout out to all our Puerto Rican fan base.
Yeah.
Hopefully you weren't offended.
And hopefully you're claiming that you're Puerto Rican.
Yeah, we're not lying about it, nigga.